lead us astray.
The consequences of your actions here are irreversible.
Take the Hellbreaker. May it serve you well.
There are few who can complete this challenge. He is worthy.
Come, brothers! Let hell tremble before our might!
The time has come for a reckoning. You will not stop my vengeance.
Hello, everyone out there in the world. We are back. I feel like this has actually felt like a week. I know that we had that break, and so that felt like 10 years. But Hugo, how are you feeling? I feel like this actually feels like we were just here like a couple days ago, right?
It feels good.
Yeah.
My game is super loud. Hold on.
Okay.
Talk.
Hey, I'm talking. Talking,
okay.
doing talk stuff.
It feels good to be back. Yes,
Does.
it's been a while. I haven't played any Doom right now. We're working on some stuff, and it didn't involve any playtesting. So this will be the first time playing Doom in a little while, but that's okay. And but it's good to be back with everyone. Love doing the stream. We're going to be playing after this GoldenEye, I believe. Just kidding. The
Inverted controller, because that's the only option. So get used to it.
That's it. Little bit of little bit of drama going on in the community. Little bit of playful drama, I should say, not real drama, playful drama, with the sticky bomb and the full auto. And I got a nice little water stain on my shirt because I washed myself. There you go. That's not good. Yeah, so there's the full auto crowd. There's the sticky bomb crowd. I was thinking about messing with the full auto this playthrough on Blood Swamps in honor of Mr. Mayo and those that support the full auto.
Love the full auto.
But I don't use it a lot though. So like I use it sometimes, but not very often. I will say my play style is pretty broad. Like I think I kind of I run the spreadsheet a little bit. So I'm not against messing with the full auto, but let's see if it's getting me killed. We'll have to switch off. We will be using BFG shots in the DLC 1 and 2. That is for sure. Unlike the base game, but no, I love it. I love to see the fans playfully going at it. It's been hilarious to watch the videos. Yeah, all of the videos that you guys all made are so funny.
I love it too. It's so crazy how like there could be a divide in something with two really good options for very different specific scenarios, right? Like
Yes.
I don't think anyone thinks that if you have to do max DPS, like putting a bunch of sticky bombs is better or more effective than auto shotty, because auto shotty will just drain your ammo. It'll put all the DPS into whoever's in front of you, right?
The only and like, you know, it's I love it, making room for everybody. The fact that the only truth in Doom Eternal
Oh, here we go.
is that if you are over the age of 40 and play inverted on a base controller, you are the class of elite Doom players. That is the only truth in our game. The rest of you all are just okay. That's really what it is. There is above a black belt, there is a red belt, and that red belt is old people playing on inverted controllers. So that is the only truth. Let me see some videos on that, because none of y'all can even play like that. For God's sakes.
That's an interesting new challenge. So you're telling the community, okay, some of you guys are over here on this camp with auto shotty, some of you guys are over here on this camp with sticky bomb. How about you go right in the middle, which makes Gen X, and that's inverted controller. Show us your videos. Which one's better? If you can do it with inverted, then we're listening, we're watching, we're interested, right?
I think I'm gonna start making my own videos, just you know, going at it with my fan base, and that would be so funny because like I have no supporters.
Start your YouTube channel. Yeah, you got to start. You got to start somewhere, right? No, this is good.
But like I'm over there, like, listen, it's all about inverted. Where's my people? And there's like no one. You know, like everybody's like, nobody plays like that, dude.
Everybody's like, look, we're having a real conversation over here. If you could just with the inverted thing, we're doing this. We're doing this other thing. By the way, if you're just joining us now, two screen, son of a, it's impossible to do because it's reversed from what you're looking at all the time. Two screen left is none other than absolute legend in and of his time, which is the timeline that we are so happy to live in right now. This is Hugo Martin, game director of Doom Eternal from id Software. So,
salute. I'm not drinking out of a jar today because everybody's like, he drinks out of a jar. Isn't that cool? Like, my wife buys them, and it's like a trendy thing, right? People drink out. I don't know. But there are jars in my cabinet where my drinking glasses are, so that's what I grab. The jar. I
think, Hugo, can't we all agree though that if we're just breaking this down for a second, okay, let's take out the cups and the jars. We're talking about Coke right now. Coca-Cola Classic. Okay, you have two options. Yes. You have Mexican Coke over here in a perfectly glass bottle that looks like it could survive wars and probably has. And then you have this plastic 20-ounce boy. Which one tastes better? Which one do you go for?
Oh, yes, the Mexican Coke bottle, of course. The you know, real sugar, hourglass shape. You know, like, come on, that's whoever like.
Yes.
I should know this because like that's kind of an art center thing. But whoever designed the Coke bottle, that original shape, like high fives to you.
Oh my
like
goodness,
seriously, that's really interesting to think about. Like people who, you know, the no-name product designer who like changed the world, right? Like, is his work in a museum? When I was in school, I always used to like that was like my hill to die on, where I was
Which
like,
one?
just in general, how like, you know, coming from Pratt, it was like heavy fine art stuff, right? And like, dude, I'm like an 18-year-old, you know, just sitting there in class, you know, listening to art history, and we get to like the portion of art history where we're literally staring at a toilet. I forgot what it was. It was reclaimed art. That was the period of art where some dude put a toilet on the wall, and I was in class, and I'm like, are we serious? Like, are we really looking at this? And you know, it's very opinionated about like what's real art. And I always thought like, well, what about the guy who like designed like the Marlboro logo or the Coke bottle guy? Like that's a real artist. That's sculpture. That's like, and that's commercial art that's reached millions of people. And that guy should be. Why am I not studying him? Eventually, I went to Art Center and I did study people like that. But like,
there's actually another school for that. But yeah, and you found it.
Yeah,
that's good.
But I mean, like, yeah, that we're off on a tangent here, but it's true. Like
good.
that Coke bottle is really like amazing when you think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It is.
Like it's so good that they can't go away from it. That's the funniest part. Like other brands, they mess with stuff, they try to do things, but Coke's like, don't change it. Like,
no,
just leave
I mean it's like Da Vinci level. Like when you look at it,
really
you're
is.
like every part of this dimension. There's something that like triggers not only because of the memories. Forget all the memories, which is a funny thing to say out loud. Forget all the memories. It's impossible. But if you could, like when you stare at it, if you stare at a glass, you stare at that 20-ounce bottle, and you stare at that thing in the middle, you're like, that's the only thing I can see. There's just something so appealing about it. All the lines, the way it comes together, like you said, it's like
red. You know, red
red.
really stands out,
red and
obviously.
white. Yeah, and it's not all red. It's just that strip of red, right? And
Do you think when he handed in that assignment, do you think his boss was like, "Hey, you may have made the greatest thing like ever. That's gonna,
Okay,
you know, when
this is
when
good,
do you
this
think
is
he
good.
made this thing? Like the 40s, 30s? Like, chat. When someone look
yeah,
up,
somebody,
when did
come on,
they
help
make-
us. Help us. What do we got?
Chat, tell us when they made the Coke bottle. And
1800s is what Twitch is saying. What do you got, YouTube? What do you got?
that seems impossible. If it's that old, that's gonna really blow my mind.
It's like 5 AD. I'm like, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's 6 million BC. Some
I see YouTube saying 1987.
That's not
for which
Coke is-
for which one? 1915. Okay, I'm
Chad,
seeing 1915.
we went from BC to 87. Like, come on. That-
1915 seems to be the most popular now on both. November
because-
16th, 1915. Thank you.
Damn, 1915, dude. So like when that dude handed in his assignment,
Yeah.
let's just to all the people out there behind their desk getting work done, you feel like you're underappreciated. Just
Yeah.
know this. There's no fucking way that guy's supervisor gave him enough love for that design. No, it's impossible.
So
Like
here's
given
like-
how impactful that's been, in order for his supervisor to like show him the proper love, he
Yeah.
would have had to pass out.
Yeah.
He would have had to been like, holy shit, and
Yeah.
started crying.
It's true. It's weird too because like part of me wants to play devil's advocate and go, well, what if all the design was just like that was like standard in 1915, but it's the only one that survived because Coke just like went from here to like infinity and then like made their own planet. You know what I mean? So like, is it that style already existed, or did that look like how a Nike symbol looked in like the 70s or whatever when that design student that they paid to do the swoosh happened? Like, was it something that was kind of like in the ethos already? Like that stylizing, lettering was already a thing?
It could have been. I mean, maybe, yeah, it looked like a lot of things. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm correct, but
No, do it.
wanna-
Do it. Go crazy. Go hard to the paint or nothing at all.
Chad, I want to say that Art Nouveau might have been around at the time because the bottle is a bit Art Nouveau, which is kind of an art style that's based on nature. And some of those arches in the original Coke bottle, I could be so dead wrong, but like maybe that's it. But and maybe lots of things were shaped like that. But overall, that dude killed it. And those are my children running up and down the stairs. Screaming.
One of them might be the next that designer just running around.
Well, what I really liked was that I went to, if you go to the MoMA in New York City, they do have like products on display. So they give product and commercial designers, they give them their space on the gallery walls, which means a lot to me because they deserve to be up there. Like they have at the MoMA in New York, they have the iPad, the original iPod, which I agree. Like that,
Dude,
that
yes.
obviously, I have to say, Steve Jobs did so much to kind of elevate that kind of art, to where it needed to be. Like he loved it so much. Obviously, such an influential figure.
Yeah.
And I think he made people appreciate those things. We talk about the Coke bottle, but that guy Ives, I think his name is Johnny Ives, the guy, the Apple designer. Their stuff was also next level. I mean, remember when that first iMac came out, the clear one with the colors? I mean, that was like
that thing was insane. It blew
was
everyone's
amazing.
mind. Yeah, it's like you made something as appealing as it's like you made candy for adults, right?
Yeah.
Like how did that happen?
It's interesting they pivoted away from that pretty quick, and I know why, I guess, because it is very like childlike. So that part I understand, but that one in particular was like so bonkers. I
That
mean,
first iMac with those colors, yeah.
Yeah, they're still. I mean, still to this day. I mean, they make beautiful products,
Yeah.
but even just the iPad, because you remember what the MP3 players looked like at that time, like the
Oh, the
Daiwas,
iPod, dude. Like,
the iWas, or whatever like they look like.
oh, you're talking about like the other, like the competitors at the time, like all the
Oh my
crazy.
god, they looked like Michael Bay Transformers. It was a contest
they
of like
they were this
but
weird hybrid thing. It was almost like a race war for like an arms race war, but like they were doing like
yeah.
they were building Transformers, like weird ass little gadget things that are like, haha, it's an MP3 player. It's got 17
Oh my
songs
God.
available. And then they came out with that just like, yeah, describe the iPod to someone that just landed on Earth, Hugo, go.
It's just that it was beautiful. It was just a rectangle with a circle on it. It was so genius.
That
and
is it. That is what it was.
and every kid, I mean, in art school, obviously it's a niche market, but Apple, just owned every art student. Like that's why I didn't play PC games. I mean,
No.
like we had nothing. I thought you were like a Neanderthal if you were using a PC. When I was in art school and you saw the products that they were putting out, I'm like, why would you ever use a PC? Like this is horrible. Like, even going to like the PC computer stores felt wrong. Like you'd go to the Mac store and it was like a religious experience. And then you would go to like whatever store was out at that time, like
Oh,
PC.
for PC, it'd be like Babbage's, Electronics Boutique, all those guys. Yeah.
I remember going in there and be like, I'd feel dirty. I don't want to be in here right now. This is horrible. Like
Too many big boxes, not enough designs.
Yeah, totally. I feel like I'm in like a flea market for tech stuff. Like this feels terrible.
No, it's true.
Lately the Mac experience hasn't. I got to be honest. It's not. It hasn't been the same.
It's too iterative on itself or something, or it's just been around for too long, or it hasn't like had the technology to innovate enough, or what? What is it?
Are you rocking an iPhone now?
Yeah, I got an
Like,
X.
don't you have moments where like the ergonomics of it piss you off, which is something that would never happen, when Steve was alive? Like, I felt like it was so intuitive the way you used it. So we have an Apple TV. The remote for that thing is like the size of my pinky.
I know.
And it's like if you breathe on it, I change the channel. And I can't even hold it. Like,
Maybe, do you think that proves that? What does that prove? Does it prove that like they can't all be home runs? Like, what's the lesson there?
I think Steve's not there anymore, and there's a standard of excellence that is not. I just don't think they think of it the same way anymore. Like, I honestly think that ever since they got rid of the border on the phone, like he used to put the screen inside a frame.
Yeah.
And what I loved about that was I had room to hold the friggin' thing. Like, like I could put my hand on something and not be touching something. And now, granted, my carrying case has since given me like a place to put my fingers, but that's the problem with like the remote of the Apple TV. Like the whole entire thing is sensitive to touch.
Yeah.
So I fuck it up constantly. Like
It's hard not to, man. Yeah.
And honestly, like the mouse, my wife has the iMac and like the 3 fingers and the 2 fingers.
I'm with you, dude.
Like, look, I'm being a hater right now because I've never taken the time to like actually
master it and like
yeah, like, which I'm sure it's amazing. So
yeah.
like,
frustration is actually part of that. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
but I was gonna say like that it is like it's kind of like that. Like it probably is amazing, and I just choose not to figure it out. But there are just moments where I'm like, being such a Mac Apple fan, and our generation, I mean all generations, but certainly our generation, Steve Jobs is like, I mean that dude changed the world. Like he was a big deal to us. And I was bummed when he died.
Oh, likewise, yeah. I mean, think about the standards, because like I remember having, when I was in college, God, I'm gonna sound so old right now. I had my first cell phone, okay, and it was a compact. It was like a PDA, and I had Doom running on that thing. But it was like the funny thing is how everything comes back around, right? Like that shit that you never think is coming back comes back. Like that PDA had a stylus, right, to use it, because they had this CE version or something of like Windows on there. And like that shit was hard to get precise on. So you had to have a stylus. And then, of course, with iPhone and everything else, they were like, get rid of that stylus. That is a joke. Get that thing out of here. And then now, 25 whatever million years later, the stylus is back in. And then they're like, well, I mean, if your iPad doesn't have a stylus, like how do you use it? How does it even get used? You know what I mean?
My iPad is definitely like, I love my iPad. That thing is super important.
Those things are powerful now, because it used to just be like it was a big iPhone, but that changed at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of my work on it now, and I could if I could stay on it all day, I would, but it's just not quite powerful enough.
Mm.
You still got to break out the PC. But by the way, speaking of PC,
Yeah,
Josh and I went through my PC to try to prepare it for this stream.
we
I'm
did.
sure we'll still have some kind of technical difficulty, but I got to take it to IT. I think we got to go put a graphics card in this thing because
We
I
might
would
have
bet
to.
that this graphic. Actually, matter of fact,
I mean,
how
you,
do
you
I-
have a 3DFX. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of the oldest card I could think of. I was like, you have a Voodoo 1? It's the right, first gen Voodoo. I think you should be fine.
How do I
you see
check to see
Uh,
what kind of graphics card I have? Like
Hit the Windows button and then do, what is it, MS? No.
IP
Sys.
this PC or something?
Just start typing in SYS for system information. If you click on that, you could go.
Oh
or
my
we could
god, I
also
got Southern Glazed Wine Exit. Sorry,
Wait, what?
I don't know, something not what you were looking for.
Oh, here.
What did
just,
what did
just
you call
this.
it?
Hit the start button and start typing in Device Manager. And then hit Enter. And then when that thing pops up, scroll down and you'll see display adapters. And then it should say your video card right there. I'm guessing you have a 1080, but I could be wrong.
Display adapter.
So you have Device Manager open?
I have a 1080.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
not good, right? That's a little old.
No, I mean, shit. I've seen people run still now
Well,
on like 1060s, 1070s, but 1080s. I mean, 1080 was the bomb when. Okay, let's put it in perspective. All right, Doom 2016, a 1080s came out during Doom 2016's first year. So in 2016 they came out that I can remember.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
bought it. I built a PC a couple of years ago. I didn't build it. Jerry built it for me. But the
Oh, Jerry, shout out.
yeah, I just told him give me the good stuff.
Give me
and
the
it was-
good one.
It was a 1080, but that was a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and like that I ran some games on that recently. That does get a little long in the tooth. I just got my son a PC. Can't see it back there, but and it's not a 1080. It's so I think it's time we upgrade.
Maybe it's
So we
time. Maybe it's time.
Yeah,
I mean,
let me talk.
streaming stuff can be demanding. Oh, also speaking of which, shout out to your boy. I don't know how to say his name. If it's Tene or 10 Tene. How do you say Tene? Hugo, go. Take a guess. Go. I never know how to say anyone's name. Tene?
I think so.
Like
I'm gonna go with
Tennessee?
that.
Tene? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with that.
But shout outs to Tene, who gave us the settings this week. So he offered.
Yes.
He saw us. We were having some technical issues, and he helped us out.
But,
So
but
thank you.
really, the director of the game should not be playing on a 1080. We got to
get
get
this
some
guy a
good-
3090. Get it water cooled. I want to see his whole house as part of the cooling system. This guy
Yes.
should be flying on ice. So yeah, we'll hook it up. We'll make it happen. We'll call some people.
Let's do it. Yes, let's definitely do it.
So
What are you playing right now?
playing. Okay, here's a shit. I meant to look up this order before we had this conversation, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. So do you remember? God, am I right about this? What was Spike Jonze's first movie? And then I'll tell you what I'm playing as an adjacent to that, if I can look it up fast enough. Do you remember Spike Jonze's first movie?
I want to say Three Kings, but that's not correct.
Okay, look.
No,
even if that's
he
not
didn't-
correct, no. Okay.
No, he didn't direct Three Kings. That's so dumb. He was in Three Kings, but he didn't direct Three Kings. I know he made Jackass.
Okay, first of all, you're right on two things because he did make Jackass, and Jackass was his first movie, so 1,000 points for Gryffindor. But number two, who the F directed Three Kings? Because I remember him being in it, and for some reason I thought he directed it. Who directed this damn movie? David O. Russell, of course. Of
Yeah,
course
the guy
he did.
that which is funny. The I Heart Huckabees guys.
Yeah.
Which
iHeartHuckabees
have
is
you ever
genius.
seen the I Heart Huckabees like on set rant?
Yeah.
Like when
Him and Lily Tomlin and everybody else? Holy shit.
like it leaves everybody's rant in the dust. Like
Yeah.
he just goes crazy. Like
It's funny because no one should be mean to anyone else. But if you're gonna be, if you want a lesson on it, that guy is good
It's-
at it.
it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm not validating or
Sure.
approving of anything he did. Mistreatment of other people is not appropriate under any circumstances. But I remember the tone of his rant is like, I am so fed up with this actor stuff. like the tone is just like, I can't take it anymore. Just do it. And it's crazy.
That
it's
was the
definitely
golden year, by the way. If you remember that, we also got, I think we got a Tom Cruise leak, and I know we got the Christian Bale leak, that same one where he was on the set of Terminator, and it's like, oh, good for you, trashing my set. Like that whole thing, that whole year was just like magic for like these audio bits that were just coming out of movies all of a sudden. It was
I have a there's an aspect of Hollywood that when you're a part of it and you're there for the period that I was, that it's they're like royalty. Like you feel that. Like, so on a film you're actually instructed not to speak to the director when he comes in the room. Now, it's as a person in a management position, I understand why they say that.
Sure.
I would never at id tell people not to talk to me because that's of course.
Yeah.
But I understand why though, because like they're super busy. Let me close the door because it is annoying the crap out of me that it's slightly open. Hold on.
Camera off, everything. By the way, this stream is sponsored now by both Discord and eventually Dunkin' Donuts, because I couldn't even pour this into something else because we were running hot tonight. All right, there we go. You're back.
So there's a little bit of like, you know, they're just treated like royalty. You know what I mean? Like you're told by a producer, like, don't talk to the director. A little bit of like a, you know, don't look him in the eye kind of thing.
Yeah,
Now the reason why they do this is because people are super, super busy, and I can empathize. Like coming to the room, people ask questions. I have an idea. Holy cow, got another meeting. It's in 15 minutes. I got to get the fuck out of here, and then I'm going to piss other people off. I can't answer this right now. So they just cut right to the chase. And because everything is contract work, it's not like a company where like, hey, I don't like the way you said that to me. I'm going to go to HR. Like there is no HR. It's just like
you settle that immediately, and that shit runs all the way downhill, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's a very like fast environment. So it is interesting that like when I heard that rant, it just because there's a part of me that's like, you know, no matter what I did, like he goes off on him for so long, and you've got the only thing I think about is I just think about that guy sitting there. What kind of face is he making? Like he's just probably sitting there like I'm sorry. Like and at what point are you like, hey bro, I'm out of here.
Right.
Like
I know, because it's
done.
like
I don't care what I did. If I set a fire on the set, I'm leaving. Like
but that's what everyone's afraid of, right? Because it's the whole like, will you get the next call? Because your whole life is this weird circus of like, I'm either super busy and I'm off wherever we're doing that set for 6 months to a year or more, or I'm unemployed, because that's the industry.
There was this funny story. So it's similar sort of atmosphere, but Guillermo's the nicest guy ever. So never did it feel like that. And again, I empathize with why they have to do that sometimes. It's, it's tight schedules, intense, all that good stuff. So an executive came into Guillermo's house to take a look at our work. Okay. And he had Ryan Reynolds with him. And it was like the head of Legendary. So it was like really like big power brokers. And they looked at our paintings. And I remember sitting there and, just Guillermo's showing him my stuff. And I'm like, holy cow. That's like, and Tom Cruise came and he's the nicest guy. And oh God, it was just a cast of male leads that, who's the guy from The Notebook?
Ryan Gosling.
He was there.
Right guy, who's also in Blade Runner now.
Yeah. So
you got to start somewhere, Hugo. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and Ryan Gosling is a lesson. Sorry, go ahead.
So it's Friday, and it's the end of the workday, and they just he pulled in and he blocked us in the driveway, and I really wanted to leave, like, because it was Friday, dude, and it was getting late, and like got the kids and everything, and long drive, LA traffic. So I just start thinking like it's my first major film too, and I'm just like telling the more senior guys like we're blocked, and he's like, yeah, we're just gonna wait. I'm like, I don't want to, like, that's ridiculous. Like, can't we ask him to just move? He had a driver, and the driver was just sitting there.
Yeah.
And so we were like on the side of Guillermo's house, like, okay, I'm gonna go do it. They're like, all right, you go. And like they're all watching. I walk up to him.
You're like, do you mean you go or Hugh? Is it me?
No, I went. I was the designated person who would go ask the head of Legendary, who was. So as I turn the corner, he's in mid, very serious conversation with Ryan Reynolds. I could tell that it's a work conversation.
Okay.
and I'm like already committed, dude. Like, and I see Ryan like just give me like this 3/4, like who are you and why are you even
Why are
gonna
you
interrupt
standing
me
there
right now?
still? Yeah.
And I'm just like, hey, hi, can you move your car? Like, I was like, I'm blocked in, and it was the best. It was the coolest. The way that the guy handled it was so cool. He's like, oh yeah, sure. He was really nice. Walked in, never moved the car. like, you know,
That was the
like
fastest way for him to defuse the situation.
oh,
He was like, "Oh, for sure,
he,
yeah."
oh yeah. Walked in 2 hours later, then the car got moved. Like it was so funny. Like
Oh,
I was like, that was the coolest thing, sir.
damn.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my little story.
Do
But
you want to know how that relates to the game I've been playing?
how?
I'll tell you. So, David O. Russell, not Spike Jonze, who directed Three Kings, co-starring David Clooney and Spike Jonze, which is also crazy because Spike Jonze, I don't think, did a lot of acting after that. If you remember, what was probably the coolest cinematic thing that movie did that I don't think anyone had seen before? Because that's
Which movie again?
Three Kings. Sorry,
I love that movie.
Three Kings is awesome.
What is the question?
Do
What
you
was
remember?
the
Like they did something really specific and gory. That's the hint. That was this cinematic thing that no one had ever seen before that I can remember.
when he puts the heart the air tube in his lung?
That
Right?
and just like you remember that it'd be like a bullet would hit somebody and they would show like the anatomy on the inside.
Yeah.
And it would look like you would get to see the things like move out of the way and like bones shatter.
That was amazing. You're playing Mortal Kombat.
That's close. That's actually really close. I'm playing Rebellion's game, Zombie Army 4. And they do like that's their like Rebellion saw that movie and then they were like, Sniper Elite, that's first. We're gonna make an effing series. We're gonna make 100 of these games. They're called Sniper Elite, and the whole concept is you get the enemies as far as as we can make this engine go, and everything is Three Kings. It's just Three Kings every shot. And honestly, you don't get sick of it. It kind of works. So they transfer that into like it's like a 4-player co-op zombie romp game. It's great. It's the free PlayStation Plus, PlayStation 4 game this month, and you can play on PS4, PS5.
Give me the name again. I want to see.
Zombie Army 4. Just type in that and like maybe like Bullet Time or something. Or if you just do Sniper Elite, I think it'd be hard to find a video.
I got it.
Okay, it'd be hard to find a video.
Are you playing with Colin?
I'm not playing with Colin on that yet, but we're going to soon. Colin and I do VR stuff like heavy.
Are you and Colin buds?
Yeah.
So Colin, for everybody out there, is a concept artist that he's got a lot of paintings online. Super talented. Check out his work.
He's the
But
man.
I like playing games with Colin.
Oh, he's the best.
He gets very upset playing Dying Light.
Oh.
We played Dying Light together. Me,
Yeah.
him, and Emmanuel. You know Emmanuel.
Mhm.
And Emmanuel's a character artist that we all hang out. Like we work all day together and then we hang out at night together. But dude, my sides hurt from that. Big shout out to Dying Light. Just want to say to the developers of that game, that game is awesome.
It's really
Awesome
good.
game.
That game didn't get like
Awesome game.
as much as like attention as it should have. That game is really cool.
Oh my
actually.
god! If
Yeah.
you guys are bored and you want a co-op game to play with your friends and just have a ball, that game is amazing. But we would play that together, and dude, it just came out, and there's a mechanic in there where you could hold a cinder block, and dude, we'd be inside a hotel, and we were early game, and I just got you got nothing. Like
Yeah.
I had like a crowbar, and Colin has like a shoe.
It's like whatever you can find on the ground.
Yeah, you'd find a cinder block on the ground, and Colin would be in the front of our little group, and then they'd all come out. And he'd like walk over and just like hurl the cinder block at him. It was the funniest thing. Really cool game. Like so smartly designed, intelligently designed. Like their fun zone is so to speak is like put all of the high value items in the most dangerous places. Such a smart game. Like you start the game and you could parkour and do all this stuff, and all the zombies are like down where you could easily get away from. And your first 30 minutes, you're like, well, this is a joke.
You're like, well, I'll never attack anyone.
Yeah.
I'll never be attacked. It's fine.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, hey, check it out. All of those cars have critical shit in the back of them, and you got to pick the locks. And that's when, like, we would be. The comedy was just, one of us at the back of the car, like, hurry up, like.
Yeah, those are,
and
those are good times, man.
The concept of the night, the whole period of night when the psycho zombies would come out. I forgot what they were called. What are the crazy hunters?
I think
Chat,
so.
what is chat saying? The hunters that come out at night that would like screech and they were like nuts.
I'm looking.
I think
for
they were
chat.
hunters.
Suffocating. Violate. How do you say that? Violates? I cannot spell.
Haters, I guess.
Volatiles. Jesus Christ! Don't show any of my teachers that last clip because I'm going back to school because I need it. Jesus. Yeah, volatiles. Whew.
Well,
we got
yeah,
there. First try.
Yeah, like I was with Colin in a house. It was night. The window was open so they could come in if you disturb them.
Yeah.
And then I remember Colin, like, he's like planning and this is what we're going to do. And I couldn't help myself. I had to troll him. So I was like, had the rifle, one shot, boom, like just aggroed him. He's like, what are you doing? And I like ran in the closet, closed the closet door, and he opened the door. And they all came in the room. It was so much fun.
That's good time.
I gotta get, like, we took a break from Warzone, and I'm probably done with Warzone. And I mean, listen, I played a lot of that game. Great game.
Yeah.
And I think I'm due for the next good co-op.
Dude, let's run it. I mean, this is third person, not first person, but it's got all the right things. And again, this is the fourth game of this that they've made. They know exactly what they're doing, like the systems, the zombies, the weapons, the upgrade stuff. Let's do it. Actually, and also shout outs to Colin, because last night he texted me at like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I got 666 followers on Twitter. I was like, let's go. So
Yeah, he told me that. I saw that.
he's getting internet famous. You better be careful.
What is the Deep Rock Galactic? We were gonna try that
it's
out.
so good, dude. It's so good. Like,
Yeah.
in the last couple of years, you had Vermintide and Vermintide 2, and that's like the Warhammer, adjacent universe. But dude, those co-op games are 10 out of 10. It's like Heretic and Hexen plus, because the amount of shit they can throw at you in those games, like I don't know how this many rats get made in an engine, let alone like I'm just slaughtering them. But dude, Deep Rock Galactic is legit fun too. I'd be super down with that. I
Is
haven't
that
played it in
made
a minute.
by the same people?
No, it's not the same peeps. That one is it's like Coffee Stain, I think, is the publisher for Deep Rock, but Deep Rock is legit. It's really, really good.
I see Mayo's gonna make Streets of Rage. So Streets of Rage 4 has been recommended to me like multiple times. Like, I am pumped to play that game.
That's another co-op game you can play. It's super fun. You can play it online too, like online co-op. We were just talking about that, yeah.
I've binge fishing and we're done now. Like, we got to take, like, I'm
You
good.
got the
I got it.
bug out. It was on the lure. You got caught. You're good.
My hand, I can't. My arm hurts from catching so many fish.
Honestly,
And,
you can kind of see your tan today, but what was it like? I can't remember what day we talked like earlier this week. You were blasted. Your face was like tan AF.
Yeah,
And you had
'cause I had my glasses on, so I get that like TV fishing,
I love it. That's amazing.
And no, so started up Ghost of Tsushima a couple days ago and plowing through that. Great game, beautiful game. But I'm ready to find another game that me and the buds can get, and not. I don't want to sweat this time. Like,
yeah. You want to have fun.
like
You want to mess around.
and like, love me some Warzone and some competitive MP, but like, I'm in the mood to not like. I want a different kind of sweating. Like.
I mean, Deep Rock Galactic they're really good at the peaks and valleys because you kind of have to escape every time, and you have to like find things, and like there's definitely like the exploration phase where you're digging, which doesn't sound fun but actually kind of is. And everybody has like the different classes, the way you support each other. Like there's the guy that can do the zip line. You need that guy because sometimes you're in those. That's you. You're the zip line guy.
My wife.
Oh,
Did you see
nice.
my wife?
Shout out. I didn't see her.
She just left. She would never come on camera. I should get her to come on camera.
That'd be
No,
great.
I'm excited to play that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard good things. It's got good Steam reviews. I played a little bit of Valheim, and
the other Viking game.
that was fun. People bailed. My crew bailed on it before I got there, and they binged on it, quite a bit. But that was fun for the little bit I was playing with them. But
Nice.
no, I'm looking forward to it. Having some fun. Another Dying Light kind of just fun experience with my buds.
Did Dying Light 2 already come out, or is it coming out soon?
No, I don't think it has yet.
It comes out 2021. That's all it says. So this year. So get ready for that.
That would
get right
be
back in
cool.
there. Get that cinder block. Get that shoe. Get whatever you can find. Mess with your buddies trying to pick locks in the cars. That'll be fun.
Oh
but
my
yeah,
God,
rock and stone, boys. Rock and stone. All right.
It was so good.
So I know we got probably the most difficult map in the game to play today still. But, that's
no,
something we're going to...
I had not at this moment because this morning I had them upload a patch for my stream where we nerfed it more. So sorry, fans.
Just
That's
like
how
2 enemies, 3 enemies, maybe. That's it. Whole level.
that's it. I just it's how I want it.
Put a bunch of meat hook grapple points. You never even hit the ground.
Man, I wish there were meat hook grapple points in there. Meat hook grapple points are so good.
They would be so tight in Blood Swamps. There'd be so many cool areas for that. Damn.
I got to tell you, like, there are so many cool mechanics, that are now in the game that I just want to use more of them. It's really big shout out to Dave of New Blood. How do you say Dave's say it Oshry?
Oshry, yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to Dave. He very nice tweet about me. Thank you, sir.
Aww.
And you guys know we love New Blood at it. We all feel like we're family. And you come down to QuakeCon, you're gonna see some id stuff. You're gonna see some New Blood stuff. You're gonna see some other things, but it's a great experience. And we love New Blood. And Dave, thank you very much. Lots of very, very nice tweet.
I feel like we should have you do the commercial. Be like, come on down to QuakeCon. You got to put on like a little bit more of an accent than you've ever had, but like the Texans just like lay into it. Just be like, we got barbecue, we got New Blood. You know what I mean? We got.
I'm not gonna lie. When I fish, my inner voice, it's got a Texas accent when I fish a little bit. Like
that's good.
Like when I catch one in my head, I did. Oh, there he is. Like you got to do it because it doesn't work with a New York accent, but the. Yeah, you gotta have a little bit.
Oh, look who it is! Oh, look at you hanging there. I don't know what you do.
I caught a fucking man.
I'm a fish. Look at me.
I'm looking at Twitter. I shouldn't be doing that. We're live. Let's go back to live. Let me see. Watch my stream here.
We going to the game?
Well, we could do it. We could log in here.
Okay.
How many Texans are in chat? Could I get a salute?
We want a salute or a count?
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, give me the Texans. All the Texans. Just call out how many are in Dallas. I like it.
Keepers of the Gate. I'm seeing Texan Gang on YouTube. That's Beyonder. Shout out.
I like it.
Let's see. Man, there's the sticky gang and the auto gang are still popping off. By the way, that feud has not ended. That is like Capulets.
That's a war.
Montagues.
All right, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock a little full auto tonight. I will say, I don't use the full auto a lot, so if we start dying, so I'm gonna need some coaching.
Okay.
The old man's gonna need some help, chat. All right, how are we doing on the numbers here? We got 872. Nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Pretty good. All right, let's see.
All right.
Yeah, we got 800 odd on the old Twitcheroonies, and we got 1,500 solid and showing up for attendance on YouTube.
1,500 on YouTube, huh?
1,500, my friend. Yep. Texan gang. Supernova. We see you. All
right. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we do. Andrew Matthews, YouTube. Texas gang, you there? We see you. Yeah.
A big shout out to all the Doom fans all around. We have fans around the world, Josh.
Oh, dude, I'm seeing people in YouTube and other places like Brazil gang. Like all the gangs are showing up.
Let me, everybody in chat.
Where are you
call
from?
Out where are you from.
Okay,
call out where are you from. Let's see it.
I'll just start naming them as I see them that are different. Ooh, we got an Aussie in here. That's Kyle Rocks. Oh my God, it's popping off now. Canada gang, Brazil gang.
Hey, Colombia. My mom's from Colombia.
Nice. Manchester, UK. Holy shit, it's scrolling so fast.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Jersey. My wife's from Jersey.
Nice. Russia, Scotland, Chicago, Montreal. I feel like I could... I don't even know my brain can process many places.
Argentina. My father was from Argentina.
Nice. Morocco. Hell yeah. India, Uruguay, Florida. It feels like a foreign land. Mexico, Cali, Pennsylvania, Lynchburg, Iraq, what up? Seattle, the moon, shit. We got somebody on the moon in stream on here. That's cool.
Phobos.
Wait a second. Do you need help? Doomslayer, is that you?
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
You guys rock.
You really do. You the real MVP.
That's right, little Mr. Intern.
This is a big scene for the intern. It's kind of his breakout moment, right?
He knows what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the intern.
He's like the super fan, right? He's like, he's us.
Yeah. The lore.
Give me it.
The lore.
It's coming through the screens.
He's going through the transfiguration. He's turning into Cthulhu.
Ruh-roh. Can't see what could possibly go wrong there.
This character was designed by Emerson Tung.
Oh, dude, Emerson is he's another one of those guys that, like, if you don't follow Emerson on Instagram, on Twitter, all the places, ArtStation, what are you doing? Because his body work is so cool. He touches mech stuff, he touches plane stuff, he touches outer worldly stuff. His stuff is incredible. Huge shout out to Emerson. Vanuel Hayden gang in the house. Yes. Hop in the van. Hugo's driving us. In-game sound as of now. Thank you for the shout out. We're good. We're good.
Let's watch their in-game cycles.
Let's see it. Let's see what they do.
Let's see what they do. They don't do anything.
We got game audio gang now. That's good. You should have game sound.
How's my audio? Is it good?
Let's see. Your audio is good. Yeah. Let me check one thing. I think game audio on my side has to. Let me just make a little change real quick here. 2 seconds.
Alrighty.
No, that should be good. That should be good. And game is coming in there. That looks good. Yeah, you guys should be hearing it. You guys hearing game audio? Give me a yes if you do, please, in chat.
You're going to destroy the sphere, not retrieve it.
I'm seeing it's good.
That is not, sir, what Dr.
Okay,
Hayden,
bless you guys. Thank you.
The Seraphim has requested of us.
Preach.
You.
Thank you, man. YouTube can stream and spam some text. It's incredible how fast it moves. GG's. If it was a speed war between YouTube and Twitch chat, YouTube I think maybe has the upper hand. Maybe they just allow it faster because it flies. It is hard to keep up. Papa Hugo in here. Okay, so let's talk about, if you just joined us for the first time, we have played through all of the base campaign. That's everything, including Final Sin. Beat the campaign. And now we're into DLC. We're, of course, on the first one, the Ancient Gods Part 1. We've already taken down UAC Atlantica. That was last week. And right now we are in Blood Swamps. This is Hugo Martin, Game Director of Doom Eternal, playing for you for your pleasure. On the skill level is Nightmare. He's playing on PC, and he's using an inverted controller. Hugo, what does that even mean if somebody's like, I've never even heard of those two words together? What does it mean?
It means we're awesome. That's what it means.
That's a good explanation.
It's is it the y-axis, John?
Yeah, it's the y-axis.
Yeah, it is.
Just call me John.
Y-axis.
If you did, that's fine. I just need to know what my name is.
I said John.
Okay.
The y-axis is upside down.
There you go. I thought you called me John. I was going to be like, "What'd you say, Marty?" I couldn't understand. Look at that. Oh, this Marauder's getting aggro. Okay, we're an extra
My
life
extra
mode.
life.
Dude, that imp, he just tossed that thing ever so gently right into your center of mass. Uh-oh, Doge is out. Roof. All right, dog's on the hunt. Nice stop. Ooh, dog's still out. Why is Wolfie crying? All right, there we go. He gone. Nice hits. Oh, yeah. He gone. All right, end resources. Mischief managed.
Oh yes.
Get you a little bit of gas pip. I wonder if we'll see a Hell Knight. Oh, God. Nice little bit of traversal here.
Big shout out to Buckio and Bloodshot. There's a couple of community streamers that I don't call out a lot, but like your guys' content.
I love their stuff, dude. Yeah, Buckio's pretty big on Twitter too. Always doing good stuff, and Bloodshot's speed runs are next level. And the guy's just a lovely human being. Just a good friend, just a good doomer, just a good person to. If you're trying to even learn speed running, you know, hit him up. He will not hesitate giving you tips and stuff, and ushering some people into the game on a different level when you're playing on that speed run level, which is, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. Speaking of which, I'm not going to make the full announcement here because I'll leave that to Bloodshot, but if you happen to be around this weekend, the guy right above me, Hugo Martin, will be guest appearing on a stream Sunday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern, starring none other than Bloodshot and some friends doing some tag 2 speed runs. There's any percent, there's glitchless, there's something else. I don't remember them all, but they're going to be on Bloodshot's channel, on his Twitch channel. So check him out and come hang out on Sunday there. It's going to be really, really fun. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's part of the give back to the community social world tour that Josh and I are on.
That's right.
And we love to do it. We thank you guys for everything. We just talked to Alston. We're gonna be talking to all these people, and talk to Mayo. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And again, thank you guys for everything, for all that you've done for us. We love it. We love hanging out with you guys. We're like one big demon slaying family.
That's true. So here's the thing. You gonna go right or you gonna go left first? Because I have thoughts and I have feelings, but I want to know where your head's at.
All right, chat. What do you think?
Are we going right or left, chat? What are we doing? And we're talking about from when you have your back to like where you first come in here. Looks like decisions are already being made. We are going this way. Who cares what you think? We're going left, I think. Which, I'm okay with that. One of my, actually, God, it's so hard to pick my favorite arena in the entire game, but it might be the one at the end of this, the very, very end of this whole thing.
This is the side with the...
Right now you're on the side, I believe, that has not the huge open arena with like the archvile, but the one with the possessed, the spirit baron at the end of it. If I'm not mistaken,
man.
It could be.
That arena is a bunker.
Dude, I've lost many an Ultra Nightmare run on that arena, and I have screamed things that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. Oh, dude, how did that was good? Okay, it did. I thought for a second that frag grenade didn't get swallowed by the meatball. It wasn't like chicken dinner, and I thought that was a well-placed one, but it was. You got it. I love how sick that is right there, where you have the the turret in place there, the eyeball just hitting you when you're in the middle of traversal. I love the sadistic nature of this map.
I like the turret so much more now that we made the balance update, that you can shoot them quickly.
Yeah.
You know, you could basically two shot them.
Instead of one, they disappear, they come back, you have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Uh-oh, we got some buff. Ugh! Oh, God. That Prowler's neck is not going to be okay. All right, so there's some buff demons. What could possibly be causing all of this? We see you all in chat, by the way. If you guys have questions, I got a bunch of them queued up here. Shout outs to Swansong for helping me out, because Jitsu is...
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Because it's the super aggro buff version of a Marauder, which you are taking care of handedly right now. Ooh. How's this gonna end? I like that you just threw the frag out there to get a falter, slow him down. Oh, nice. Caught him with the swing. GG's, no problem. No problem found. Well played. Oh, God, still... that guy's still buffed up. All right, buff totem's out. God, this soundtrack rules, by the way. I love the soundtrack in this map. All right.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
It's good.
Okay, glitch.
I'm not gonna talk trash because
yeah, you are. What are you gonna do?
Well, when I brag, that's usually when I hit some sort of a speed bump and get stuck for like 2 hours. But you know, so I'm gonna try to stay humble and not say what I feel, which is clearly this is some of the best.
It's like Without fail, dude. It's not gonna rain. Oh shit! I'm drowning in rain.
It's gonna tell you I'm good. And then I died.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, my
I have
friend.
to stay focused, chat.
Yeah, that's it.
The Gen X juice.
It's
What
gotta-
happens is it gets out of hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happens? You just gotta let it flow. You can't stop
Well,
and
you
address
can't.
it.
You gotta hold it in. It's sometimes it could get out of hand, and then you get distracted.
Too much big room energy. Too much.
That's right. That's right.
So GlitchCon 2020 Dread _0 asks, so when are you going to launch the Hugo and Josh art design podcast? People would totally listen to it. When are we launching that?
Oh my God, dude, Homeboy is crazy.
What is wrong with that man? Oh shit.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. I forgot.
Don't worry.
Go spirits.
So the answer to that GlitchCon 2020 Dread 0 is I don't know. Not sure when we're gonna launch the art design podcast. I mean, if you just cut up all the beginning openings of our shows, I feel like we'd have a series going so far. We got something there. Maybe that's how we pitch it. We start with that. We pitch it to the group and see what we can do.
Yes.
Right? Think that'll work?
I'm down.
Okay.
I could talk about that nerdy shit all the time.
Samesies. Here's a question coming from Prime Gaming Riss Clark 97. Y'all have some long names, legit. Okay. Yo, hey Hugo. I'm currently writing a video essay about you. What are some of your favorite creators, past and present?
Dude, what the
Look,
fuck is wrong
He's
with him?
killing you because it's question time apparently. That's what.
Yeah, but he seems like he's on.
I knew you were gonna do this. You're like, there's something up. He's a little fishy. He's killing me too much.
does.
He's fishy. He's spirited, man.
I know,
Look at
it
him.
just
He's
seems-
so blue.
it
He's glowing.
seems- He just seems a little crazy.
Nah, he's good.
All right. What should I do here? I should PB. Should I PB rocket him?
PB rocket, ballista, super shotgun. Maybe even use him as a meat hook to just get away from him and then dash to get somewhere else. Because you need to not be close. Because that. Love the lock on. Love that choice. Sure. Let's get some verticality on them. Oh god. Yeah. Let's use this outside. Oh, easy. GG's easy. Oh my. Handle. Absolutely handled. Oh, frozen? You're gonna put I knew you were gonna put a blood punch in there. Lovely. Look at this.
All right.
Sorry,
Been
what was
a
the
while
problem?
since I fought a possessed demon. My goodness.
I don't know. There's something wrong with something wrong with his eyes. That guy had something going on. Gotta get him checked out.
Crazy.
So the question again, this is coming from Prime Gaming Riss Clark 97. Again, yo Hugo, I'm currently writing a video essay about you, buddy. You. So what are some of your favorite creators, past and present? Favorite creators?
Of like what? Like anything?
It sounds like anything. It was an open question that way, yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm a very big Norman Rockwell fan. When I was in school, I've always had tremendous respect for not only just technically, you know, how proficient. Oh my God, that was awful.
But that's perfect timing to say technically proficient and then just hit the broadside of the barn there. It's okay. You were gonna say Norman Rockwell. By the way, for people who don't know, how would you describe his work real quick?
You know, illustration. One of the most famous illustrators ever from the golden age of illustration, and I respect his work tremendously just as a creative person because he told entire stories with one single image. And while a lot of his imagery now is, you know, it's like Hallmark card, you know, kind of sappy, sentimental stuff. When you really look at it, you know, number one, technically, it's just insane how impressive it is. Then, you know, the execution is amazing. I've seen lots of his shows. The original works of art are really, really amazing.
Yeah.
And oh Jesus. And then I like the fact that he told entire stories with one image. You know, that was really amazing to see.
I And that's like super Americana for those that don't know, right? Like people associate a lot of his art with like it's kind of like rural and country, you know, settings usually, or like subjects a lot of the times, right?
Yeah. It's after, I believe, you know, like during and post World War II. So there was like a lot of absolutely.
Yeah. Like when people think about stuff like maybe like what is the most famous? I'm trying to think. Who did? Yeah, it's not.
died.
He did. It's not American Gothic because that's Grant Wood, but it's in the category. It's in the family, right?
Yeah.
Of like you said, like you're just looking at maybe a couple of people or their faces and their clothes and the setting, but somehow, like you said, it tells this kind of like incredible story considering you're just looking at a flat 2D image, right?
Yes, which you know, he did a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Which I think any person can appreciate.
I like that. That's a good answer. Okay, so maybe one more because they're doing a whole video essay on you apparently. What else? Creators.
You know, I like Steven Spielberg because you know, I think the whole point of making content is just about moving people emotionally. You know, like I think when you make music, I have a general theory that like the more that you affect people emotionally with your work, whether you're making it as an individual or part of a team, then the more meaning it has to them, the more attached to it they will become. So like when you think about music that you really love, it usually moves you in some way. Some song, you know, something that reminds you of a breakup, a song that kicks, you know, like an AC/DC song that really get you pumped, or like something that makes you sad. Like, I mean, some people, music can make them cry. I mean, like, so that's why we hold it in such high regard, and it has so much meaning for us. And so it's all about, I used to teach, I used to tell my students all the time, like, you want to elicit a emotional response from the consumer. And that's what's so fascinating to me about car design is like, when I see a really gorgeous car, like they call them emotional shapes because they elicit an emotional response from the consumer. Like when you see like a brand new Corvette C8 going down the road, or you just see it sitting there, it's just like, damn, you know, like, and there's a lot of relationships between the hourglass shape of the Coke bottle, the hourglass shape of a sports car, kind of like what that hourglass shape means to us. And, you know, there is an inherent sexiness to those proportions. Yeah. And I have an emotional response when I look at it. So I like Steven Spielberg because whether it was E.T., whether he could make you cry, he could make you so scared, he could make you smile, he could make you laugh, he could make you on the edge of your seat with action. Yeah. He could also really, really disturb you. Like there's just, you know, that scene in Saving Private Ryan when that guy gets stabbed, or like, there's just, like he could do it all, and he really understood that. And I think he moved his audience in such an impactful, memorable way. Yeah. And that's not easy to do, you know? And so he just, I think that's a core principle that I believe in. Just, you know, provide your audience with an experience that moves them emotionally in some way. So what are we trying to do with Doom? Make you feel like a badass, you know? Like I think probably similar to how you feel listening to your favorite song that really gets your blood pumping when you're going to work out. I mean, all of Doom is meant to be like a three-dimensional experience where you are the Terminator, and you just, when you play Doom, we get your heart pumping, and that's part of being engaged, you know? So, and that's a really long answer to say I got mad respect for Mr. Spielberg. Who doesn't? Come on.
No, but
guys like genius.
I'm so glad that you said exactly what you did, because I think it's one of those things that we all, like, all of us that grew up with Spielberg, like, he's so loved and he's so well known, but the point that you make that I like so much is the fact that guy literally, it's like he challenged himself to like all of the genres in the book, right? Like most directors, if they're great and they're well known, are usually that for like a specific genre that they're absolutely maybe like the kings of, right? Like you take somebody like God, I mean, if it's going to be somebody like David Lynch or you know, Cronenberg, it's going to be like this visceral, cerebral experience, right? If you take somebody like Jerry Bruckheimer or you know, I'm trying to think of some other like the big guys like God, what's his name that did all the Batman stuff? Not Burton, and I'm not talking about Nolan. But you know, it's like they have like the big action stuff, the AAA Hollywood big blockbuster stuff with like, you know, Michael Bay. That's who I was trying to think of. Jesus, with all like the Transformers stuff. But Spielberg was like just on a hit list of. It's like you go to the record store or the movie store, and he's like, I want to have a movie that people love in every single part of this store. You know what I mean?
And he could do it all. I mean, and I don't know when's the last time, chat, you guys have watched E.T., for example, but like that's an amazing movie. Like it's a really, really, really good movie that really holds up. So yeah, that is definitely someone who I admire. There's yeah, that's those are two obvious choices, but
Yeah,
I like people who make mainstream content. I really, really enjoy being a part of anything that reaches a large audience. Like I don't want to like, you know, make niche content for a select group of people. I like being a part of a team that makes content that reaches a large amount of people. So that's why, like, you know, whether it's the designer of a Coke bottle or Steven Spielberg, those people made content that reached a lot of people, and that I respect that a lot.
Yeah, because I mean,
that's what I hated about the friggin' reclaimed, you know,
the toilet, the art.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, there's like, you know, 30 people who understand this and like this. Like, you know, I'm being a dick. I mean, listen, I'm disparaging someone else's art, which is not cool, but
sure. But it's okay to be, you know, that's your take on it, right? Everybody has their own take on it. You don't have to love everything, right? That's part of the process.
Yeah, as a rule, chat, I don't like to say anything negative about anything anybody else makes. We're all doing our best.
Yeah.
Although maybe we can hate on that person a little because they did probably get paid like a ton of money to hang a toilet on the wall. So
and like they didn't design the toilet, maybe that's the craziest.
That's what I'm saying. All right, Mayo, we're trying.
Dude, that auto shot, he was doing work. Look at him. He's skin and bones already. Oh, he's stomping now. Love it. Love it. Yeah,
I just ran out of shit.
Yeah, but that was the perfect time. That was nice. We're going underwater now. Also, here's the thing I wanted to just kind of get your take on, too, because I think sometimes people hear something like mainstream, and it gets a bad rep because they're like, oh, it's in that... Well, let's go back to Gen X, right? Like, oh, it's like in this sellout, like main corporate category. But it's also like, okay, take that thought process now and extrapolate the fact that you're making something that hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people have to be able to understand, like or love, and then have that emotional reaction to. You know how hard that is, right?
Well, absolutely, and that's why, like, the stars above the Marauder's head, like, you know, Doom Eternal, you know, could do a better job of, you know, reaching more people when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of people didn't know that the Marauder was vulnerable to an attack. That you know, so we updated, and what we're seeing in the data is that more people are succeeding against the Marauder now because they know that he's dazed. Yeah, there's a group of our audience that inherently knew, oh yeah, no, you know, like, he can't shoot me because he's faltered. Don't you see that? But a lot of people didn't. So I agree with you. Like, if you can make stuff that reaches, that's the name of the game.
And it's also like, do you want more people to play and love your game or less? You know?
More.
Always more. The greed never ends because it's like, you guys don't spend all this time to just reach, you know, like a very small group of people. You're trying to get everybody to have that feeling. The same feeling that we had when we walked into the theater and we're like, what is this fever dream Terminator from this guy James Cameron that he had this nightmare of? And then we feel it and we experience it, and then we're forever changed because we're like, that was the most badass action movie maybe I've ever seen, right? And then they made Terminator 2, they did it again. So yeah.
Absolutely.
It's good. I like that. That was just one question. Shit, that was a good question.
That was a good question.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
We wanted to get your heartbeat going. We wanted you to make you feel like a badass and have your adrenaline pumping. And we really, the main thing we wanted to make you do too while you're playing Doom is smile. That was I found myself smiling during Evil Dead 2 more than I was cringing, and that's what I loved about it. And so the point. Oh god, another one of these dudes.
Who designed this game? This guy's coming for blood. Ugh. Oh wow, dude, you're handling it. Oh god, Dread Knight in. Oh, very nice bomb, but oh, you got this. Oh my god, the timing is so nice right now, bruh. Pat yourself on the back. That was a good sequence.
See, that's what I love about the Possess those. Like, they force you to use the mechanics. Like, what they teach you is like, hey, ice bomb's definitely your buddy.
Yeah.
Like, you really should learn how to use the ice bomb.
Because even though they don't falter with the ice bomb, everything else that's trying to kill you while you're focused on them does, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's a good point. All right, here's another good question coming in hot. This one's coming from, and this is a good section because this is just some puzzling stuff for the traversal. So this is coming from, let me see if I can get this name right. Demetrix Wizard. Question for Josh and Hugo. I'm an 18-year-old dude that lives in Sweden, and my end goal in life is to become a game director. Do you guys have any tips on how to get into the game industry? Any particular degree is the question.
I mean, I think school is important, certainly. And I think, like, personally, oh, I'm so dumb. Personally, I gotta pay attention.
You want me to take the first half of it? I can take the first half of it.
Okay.
First half of it, we'll do just this side first. So 2 things on the first half of it. Number 1, if you want to do something and you love doing something, you just start doing it. You don't need credit or recognition. It doesn't have to go anywhere. It just has to be something that satisfies you and something that you do, and you do it often so you can, get better at your craft and all those things. And it doesn't matter what form it is. If you're doing a mod of something, if you're, just drawing or sketching or all that stuff, that's just first. So get your stuff in order as far as like a portfolio, and it shouldn't be just for work. It should be the thing that you love to do, and that's why you're doing it. That's number 1. Number 2 is friendships. It is the most underrated thing in all of school and life in general, but it is the one thing that like Hugo, how many times has a position that either you've been in or you've helped someone else get in is all because of somebody that you know and you like, because y'all are either, boys or girls or whatever the hell it is, and the fact that like y'all get along, you guys, had some bro down moments, and it's just like friends help friends, and that's just how life goes. Like, it's so hard to get your foot in the door anywhere, right? Like, there is always a million resumes on every desk. Doesn't matter what job you're looking for. But
I totally agree.
Yeah, but like, so it's one of those things too where it's like, think about in general how you act to people, and if you're somebody that, has a hard time getting along with people or whatever else, like, if you're still 18 years old, like, just work on it. This is my favorite arena, by the way. I'm interrupting myself to say, I effing love this arena. It's so hard. It's so fun. This is going to be a good time. I know it's going to be harder for you to answer, so I'll try to fill in a little bit more here as you try to get rid of these buff totems, but I just think it's one of the most underrated things in general. I mean, figuring out yourself, knowing yourself, it takes work, it takes time, it's a lifetime process. You don't have to bug out about it. You'll just figure it out as you go along, and you're put in different situations and, working with different people, hanging out with different people, all those things. It's all learning experience, it's all life. But having good friendships, and I'm not talking about social climbing and all that garbage. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the genuine fact that, like, the more people you have as friends that are good friends, like, friends look out for friends, and that's just the way that life works, right? And it's not like a nepotism thing. It's like a nepotism thing is like if your last name is, Ruckerford or whatever the hell, and you want to work in New York in a building that has your last name on it, and then your dad just gives you the position. That's nepotism. But friendship and hooking up your friends, it's the same thing as like if I'm a mechanic and you're a doctor, and your car is sick, you bring it to me, I hook it up. If I'm sick, hopefully you hook it up a little bit and you don't just put me through not having health insurance or whatever. That's just like how that works. So in game design and everything in life, it's just like, be good, be kind to people, make friends, especially friends if you can find them, which, by the way, the internet exists now and Discord and all these things exist. So like finding people that have the exact same passion as you. I mean, we're all here on the stream together. We all love Doom, right? That's why we're here. So like, first of all, you already have a network. and you're in it. You know what I mean? So congratulations. That's one network of a million other ones that you can be in just by like sharing a passion. So that's like part of it is just it's kind of like one of those things of like knowing the qualities you have, right? Because like if you're just doing that self eval, you're going, wait, what do I do every day? What am I good at? Like la-di-da. But it's just starting to like be able to barely pull out in third person and go, I love doing these things. This is my lane. Let me focus on this stuff. And then you just get better by the fact that you're doing it every day or as often as you can. And keeping an open mind about all this stuff and not thinking that you're the end-all be-all expert of anything. But stay passionate, stay humble, make friends. And that's the end of my rant until Hugo finishes his arena. I can give the real answer of how to get in the industry, which is going to be like, just bring in donuts. I don't know what he's going to say, but I can't wait to hear it. He's going to be like,
oh God,
triple lattes every day, show up early. How do you get?
Yeah,
in the
no,
industry?
I agree with Josh, and also like be willing to get your. I think a degree is good. Programming certainly of some kind, because
Yep.
you could then you don't have to wait on people. You could start to make your own content. Using Unreal or Unity or all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I didn't go to a game design school.
Yeah.
And I think a general education, just somewhere, is a good thing. And then getting your foot in the door. I think it's just a matter of, as Josh said, be humble and be willing to make that. My first job was at MTV. I was making coffee, like that, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Get your foot in the door, remain humble, and be easy to work with. I think that's a big,
It's a really big
important
quality.
thing. Is that you're there to execute on the project. I think embrace. There's a period of time where when you're on a team where you are a craftsman on that team, and you have a role to play, and embrace that period, because it's really satisfying. I mean, I'm not really a craftsman anymore, but I used to be, and I took great pride in it. I struggled with that in the beginning. I would say most people come out of school and they want their idea on screen, and they're really focused on their ideas, and you realize and you learn that, like, if you could embrace being a craftsman, and I don't define success for me in the workplace at that period of my career based on how much of my idea got in the game, but like how well I executed on the idea. And once you start approaching it that way, you just become easier to work with. You find your job to be more satisfying. I mean, I struggled with that, as most people do, for a little while until you get the hang of it. So yeah, just stick with it. That's the biggest thing. Is Jesus. I think for all of us, as I said before, it's going to take longer than you think it will. It's kind of true for everybody, and really anything.
And on that note too, like, there isn't, especially when you're young, like, this guy that's asking, guy or girl, is 18, so we know that you want the straight line, right? You want to go from where you are now to exactly what you want to be doing. But to the point that Hugo just made, which is such a good one, like my degree in college is for film. Like, I worked at stop animation studios. I was a driver for Colin Hanks. I acted in a bunch of movies. I did all kinds of shit that led me to all different directions that got me to a more like broad understanding of not only people and not only myself, but like not all roads like have to be a straight line. Like, that's the most important thing. So you got to embrace those opportunities and take them where they exist, especially when you can afford to do it. You're 18. Like, your time is the biggest, like, your biggest commodity right now, right? It's like, you don't have to be, a game director tomorrow. And if you're not a game director, it's not like Hugo's saying, if you're a technician and you're looking at just a very specific set of things, it's like, own those things, understand the process for those things, learn from everybody around you, and take pride in all that stuff, because you're not always going to be just doing that one thing. But yeah, I mean, there isn't, and that's the other thing, like you were talking about before on like one of the first streams you ever did, Hugo, when you were saying, we were talking about inspiration, we were talking about, movies and anime and all this stuff, and how it can be looked at one of two ways. It can be looked at a lot of ways, but one of the ways is people can be like, oh, it's a waste of time. Why are you spending so much time watching this stuff? because it makes you more interesting. It broadens your mind. It's introducing you to new ideas, to new designs, to new things that can inspire you to make your own stuff, right?
Yes, you got it. That's why I like. Absolutely, you know, keep. It's all gonna add to the whatever kind of creative person you become.
You got to stay thirsty, stay hungry.
Yes.
Like these revenants. Look at them screaming.
I will say this, like, especially if you want to be a director, like, it takes time, and I don't mean that in, like, takes time to make those connections. It also takes time just to be mature enough and have failed enough times to be able to lead a group of developers well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that I would have been very good at this in my 20s.
Oh, yeah, God. Big same on a lot of things that I did in the last 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? That's such a good point, too, though, is how much you can learn from failure and how you have to do it in order to... It's just like anything else. It's like you can only experience a thing by going through it. I mean, it's the same thing with, you know, having a big breakup. And then all of a sudden you listen to that music and you're like, shit, this hits completely differently. I feel a very specific, different kind of way. It's the same with everything else, you know, in life that comes with work and relationships and an experience that follows. Because I know, like, the great irony, right, is like you get out of school. Let's say you know, even let's say you're going for like a straight and narrow view. You're going like, I wanted to be in game design. I'm going to study programming. And you get out of school and you can't find a gig that's that. It's just like whatever you can find, you will learn things and you can do things that will help you become a more broad and interesting and easy to work with person if you just keep these things in mind. And again, like, maybe if you just got that dream gig you wanted right away, you're making those mistakes in a place that you don't want to make those mistakes in. So don't worry about being in the place you don't want to be in right away. You know what I mean? It's such a big deal.
Absolutely. You gotta. There's a saying in art that you're 1,000 shitty paintings away from being a great painter. So hurry up and start making shitty paintings. That's not actually how that saying goes, but I modified it to fit. But I like that. You know, I like that. I think it's empowering because it strips away any concerns you have about being perfect and lets you know, like, no, it's about making mistakes.
Also, okay, this is a Gen X part of the stream now. Again, we're switching to straight Gen X answer here for this. Think about this, Hugo. Okay, think about where we came from, how old we were when we were 18. Think about how old we were when we were 18. Probably around 18, right? Okay, so now that we're around 18, think about the resources that were available then versus now. Like, does that blow your effing mind? When you're thinking about like looking at a book or looking at the very early internet or like forums, which were like as kind of like complicated as it got because Wikipedia wasn't there, none of that stuff was there. Like, these kids nowadays, I'm gonna do it. If you're 18 and you want to be a programmer, like, there's probably game jams every weekend all around the world, right? In all the disciplines. Doesn't matter even what kind of type of game you're looking to do. Like, they all are happening all the time, and there's free resources out there, like, to get your hands on actual dev tools. And guess what? Like, a lot of those dev tools are the things, you know, being used right now to make some of your favorite games.
How did I not have fucking chainsaw?
Yeah, did you not have any? Do you have any pips to start with? Let me see. You have one. You have one. You have two now. You know what I think it might be? I think it might be, let's just try to like make sure we're burning out more ammo before we switch. Like, let's do some more chain gun, all that kind of crap. You know what I mean? Because I do the same thing sometimes too, where I get really happy with like a very limited number of weapons, and then I'm just like chainsawing all the time, and then I'm like, shit, I'm out of pips often because I'm not just using the whole spectrum here. Oh yeah, here we go. Come on, rockets, that's your favorite, Hugo. What you gotta do is you gotta get low on health, whip out that rocket launcher and get risky, because that is your jam. That is your absolute jam.
I gotta not lock onto
the Revies?
fodder.
Oh, yeah. You have 2 pips and you have decent ammo right now, so we're looking pretty good. There's another pip there when you need it to. Ooh, perfect shot. Wow, half off sale. An Isle Praetor. Just kidding, it's a Prowler. Caught him. Oh, beautiful frag. Oh my god. Dude, you're running a clinic right now on space. You're like forcing them into a small space that you're controlling really well. Alright, we're out in the open a little bit now. This is when gargoyles. Ooh, dude, you're looking tuned in. This is where gargoyles can be so dangerous. This is when you're out and about. Dude, those carcasses are just putting those walls everywhere. You gotta get rid of them. Doubling back, I like it. There he is. Coming right to you. Ooh, flat. Nice, 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 nice. Yep, and that carcass got killed. The other one got killed. Ooh, nice blood punch by your frag. Oh my god, dude, you're a frag grenade god right now. You're laying him down. Nice dodging. Ooh, little spin move. I like the double back. You're like forcing the AI to think you've gone up a jump pad and moving the other way, turning around. Alright, buff totem's out. You know where it is, on the other side of that teleporter. Look, right around the corner. Nice. Alright. So now shit gets real. You have a energy shield soldier behind you. Very nice to avoid that, all that cyber demon madness. Don't mind if I do. You got a flame belch if and when you need it. Very nice. You know he's going to be bleeding for a while, so that's good. I love using the appropriate tool there, burning that shield down, the energy shield with the plasma. Textbook. Running the spreadsheet. Putting some good DPS out. Still looking good on health. You got a flame belch ready whenever. Too many gargoyles. Gotta get rid of them. Luckily you didn't take any damage though on that part. Alright, those two. It might be time to go down there with some grenades to those cyber demons and get crazy, but you're playing the circle game really nice right now, just keeping him in the middle. Alright, he's looking pretty low and ready. Nice use of the monkey bars. Can't hit what you can't see. Oh, he's ready to go. Oh, wait a second. Don't see that one every day. Neck. Nice. Alright. We got Barons out and not the spirit one yet, but the Barons are out. It might be.
Oh god.
You have a pip right now, so you can chainsaw fodder. It's probably the play. Ooh, that gargoyle looks like he's ready. Get some HP first. Nice. A little bit of ammo never hurt nobody. Refusing to chainsaw. I respect that. All right, there we go. Right in the back. Perfect. And you have that soul sphere when you need it behind you. Ooh, love the drop shot frag grenade. Oh no, he got out of it. Oh shit! Oh my god!
That was so stupid!
The spacing, you jump back into that plasma shield soldier and he was ready. That's fair. That was a nice run though. That was dude, that whole run right there, I'm just gonna say it. I think that's some of the nicest play we've had on stream. Chat, can you back me up there? That looked, I was mesmerized. That shit looked good. It looked good.
I was close. I was close. Just wait till the fucking possessed one comes out, though.
Oh my god, I know. Then it's a whole nother ball game. But there's a lot of Fs being thrown around in chat. A lot of respect being shown for Hugo's inverted, big Gen X energy controller play here on Nightmare, the Ancient Gods, Part 1 on Blood Swamps. We going fishing. Everybody buckle up to Vanula Hayden. We're going from QuakeCon to infinity. Here we go. I really thought that after you said the Vanco Demon, which is hard to say, but was making me lose my shit last stream, I didn't think we were going to get a better name that stream. And then somebody in chat said Vanula Hayden. Just next level stuff. That's all I can say. I'm going to hold off on all questions until after this arena because I love this arena and I want to see every second of it. So don't worry, your questions are still being compiled tonight by none other than one of my best friends in real life and a legend in his own right, Swan Song. So thank you again, Swanee, for the backup this evening. Oof, Jesus. That carcass head turns around like exorcism amount of times. I didn't even notice that. Oof, that was a dirty one. That was silly as shit. Oh, man. Alright, I'm feeling this. Music's right. The spread is looking good. You gotta get rid of this Hell Knight to start the next next wave. Keep going. Oof. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh
We're
my
in Totem
God.
Land. We're in Totem Land. That was a bad place to be. Bad place. Here we go. DM5.
What the fuck was that?
He blood punched it, but somehow it didn't break. That was a truly buff totem. That was a super juicer totem. Alright. Shout outs to all the super juicers in chat, by the way. I see you. I see you, Beard Gang. I see you all. Shout outs to the official Doom Discord, discord.gg/Doom, as well as the place to go for all battle mode super juicers, which is first of all Spicy Demons. That's discord.gg/Spicy Demons, as well as Ronin's Renegades. I don't have the URL on hand, but if you know, now you know. If you don't, now you do. There's a ton of good places for looking for battle mode matches. But Ronin's for basically, I mean, honestly, Spicy Demons captures a bit of everything. It's mainly, you know, PC crowd looking for duels. If you're ever out there just looking for matches, you can get some really good customs with some really great people, as well as full-on coaching. And I mean, like, legit, like, you're training up to be the next best thing. I mean, I'm just going to say that all the best Slayers and the best Demon players are in there, and they are super cool and kind, actually, which is not exactly the norm for all multiplayer games, but we happen to have the best community in the world there. I said it. I'll never get sick of that tower down shit, man. I love that glory kill so much. Oh, okay. Barons are out. We're looking good. We're looking good. It's always so tricky in this arena because it's like, on one hand, you can get cute with it and you can like make the spacing so, you know, you're doing the dance and you're staying in the zone and you're having fun. But it's also like you've got to make sure that you're taking care of those top priorities because they're just going to keep spawning in gargoyles and these level 3 fodder forever, and that shit'll kill you. It'll kill you if you're not careful, and it's hard. Like, look at all those gargoyle shots coming out right now. It's just so much, but we're looking good here. We got two pips of gas. We maybe could use some ammo soon. Of course, the burning never hurt nobody, but actually the stack is looking real right now. We're looking pretty good. Breaking down on some shields. The music sounds just right. We're all together. It's Thursday night, and we're ready to get nasty. Dude, I think I'm going to say it. I think this is my favorite arena in the whole game. I love this arena so much. I really do. Oh, the gargoyle! So many Ultra Nightmare ends I've had with gargoyles. I'm telling you, they're my #1 nemesis when it comes to Ultra Nightmare. I don't know why. It's probably because they just jump up right into the center and hang just long enough where you should be able to shoot them, but you're dealing with something else, and then that projectile comes out and melts all of your big hopes and dreams. That's how it works. That's how it do. Nice work. I love the function of the shield soldiers, like the pressure unit, and again, they make you check your toolkit. They make you deal with either plasma or saving that pip to knowing that you need to take care of them because they will mess you up. Oh shit, here it is. We're in the spirit space. Yes, please. Big BFG energies. It's gonna happen. And honestly, this is the place and the time. He's gonna turn, check his target, see where the spirit's at. There he is. Make sure you get hit with all of it, and you did. Very nice. All right, we're looking pretty good on ammo. You got all of your grenades, both frag and ice. You got your 1 pip. Do you have your full pip? Yeah, you got our full pip. Should we take out the other Baron first? What do you think? Or is that too cute? Maybe let's take out the other Baron first. You're doing a nice job to skirt around in here, though. Yep. Leave them. Oh, wow. I like this. I like this. Taking all the pieces off the chessboard like a surgeon. Oh, shit! I'm telling you, those gargoyles.
He's so crazy.
Those gargoyles. Can't trust them. Oh, shit. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Do you still have the soul sphere up there? You might. You might. I can't remember. Yeah. BFG time. Clear it out a little bit. He's ready over there. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're getting rid of this Baron. Okay, now we just got the possessed one. I like how I say we just have the possessed one. Oh, it's actually in him. Okay, this is workable. Oh shit, it's gargoyle. Your health's good though. You got a good stack. Maybe it's chainsaw time because you need a little ammo ski. Maybe it's time to whip out that chainsaw. Yeah, that gargoyle. Good night, sweet prince. Thank you for your sacrifice. Your donation will not be forgotten. Hey, here's some gargoyles behind you. Careful. Oh shit! Right here it is. Bruh.
Dude, that was almost really rough because
that was beautiful. Because we almost transferred somewhere else.
Yeah, well, he almost went into the other Baron, which would have sucked.
If you take care of, if you take out one Baron and it goes into another Baron, you're like, all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see.
I just had to focus, chat. I'm gonna brag I'm the best, and now we're gonna die.
GG.
I said it. I bragged, and now more deaths are coming. I'm gonna get stuck on this shit.
To the G's. No, you got this. You got this. We're just gonna go right side now. That was left side. God, I love that arena so much, though. Well played, sir. Well played. That was a good set. That was really nice.
Thank you.
You had some good dance. Your accuracy was high. Your switching was really good. You had really good stack for most of it. Like, you were just.
Well, I actually have to take a page from the fans, and I got to start, multi-stacking more. Like, I tend to focus on.
Like a single.
Yeah. All right. I just.
Can you mantle that or? I was about to back up Samuel. I can't even do it. Shit. Samuel. No, Jesus, I can't do it. Vanuel Hayden. Oh my God. Dude, I'm going back to school right after this stream. I'm going back and I'm studying the English language again. I was about to back up the Vanuel Hayden so you could like jump on top of it and mantle that last part, but that joke fell flat because that was like a year ago.
I am a big Van Halen fan.
Oh, dude.
David Lee Roth. It's funny watching footage of him in his heyday because, like, definitely he's pretty cringe now, but like,
sure. Not everything ages like you think it will. That's okay.
Yeah, like him and his when Eddie was still alive and they were doing shows, he was pretty cringy. But the in his prime, man, I mean, he rode that line of ridiculousness. He's like the ultimate showman, and it's amazing how awesome it is. Like, David Lee Roth, early '80s was just.
Because it was like he was more aware than you were that he was being camp, right? Like, it wasn't like he doesn't know he's camp. He's the campiest of camp, and he's like feeling it and loving it. You kind of can't help but just like, it's like when you see someone smile in a movie and you just notice like the corners of your mouth just like doing the same shit. You're like, this guy's having so much fun. How can I not have this much fun? I'm having this fun. I'm just watching him. It's fun. All right, Cyber Mankey. I like this plan. Oh, God, delete it. Well played, sir. All right, we're out of that first.
For the fans, this sequence was a giant pain in the ass.
I bet.
Yeah, a lot of bugs, a lot of stuff and things associated with this.
A lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah, but I think it's really cool, and I think it's the kind of combat puzzle stuff that we should be focusing on in the future. Like, what does chat think of this sequence? I love this sequence.
I'm looking to see opinions popping off in play chat. They're saying it's like crack. That's good. That's good, right? Crack is good. No, crack is bad. Come on, guys.
Dude, I missed that whiplash maybe 45 times. Glad to see it,
I actually counted
chat.
it was 45. times, 45 times.
It was like it was awful.
Yeah, they're saying this whole sequence is a blast. Really enjoyed it.
We have a
Worth the effort.
technical designer, technical designer. His name is Tim Locke, and a big shout out to Tim Locke, who has really become just a critical component of the team. Using Logic Designer, a piece of software that he really championed in the studio.
Nice.
And it's just becoming super important for our team.
Oh yeah, where did that Whiplash go? Is he gone? Shit, I don't like that Whiplash out of view. Oh, there he is. There she is, I mean. Excuse me. Nicely done. Uh-oh. God, that sound, man. Like, does anybody else enter the arena and you have like that reaction, right? Like that, like you're both scared and you're salivating because you're like, when I switched to the rocket launcher, did I use remote detonator? Did I use lock on last? You have to like do that mental math real fast. Yeah, people are saying they dig it. Dispense fog. It's a cool level gimmick. Fight in the shade, baby. Flamethrower. Saw the Whiplash. This is awesome. Yeah, looks like chat's liking it. Really hated that one in DLC. Well, you know what? All opinions are out there. Let's see here. Okay. Here's a different one for you. I like this one. This question's coming from Wallop. Or is it way up? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to read anymore or correct it. Here we go. Question. How did you guys approach the voiced dubs for other languages beside English?
What the hell was that?
I didn't even see I was reading
I
this
had
question.
lots of stack. I just glory killed and he killed me. That was so broken.
They're getting deleted out of the game. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. What
Kiss
just
them
happened
goodbye.
here?
What happened?
Look, yeah, that was crap. All right, deleted. The whole
Deleted.
Fox sequence is cut.
Sorry, forget what we said. We take it all
Yeah,
back.
seriously. That was just a test.
Tim Locke, you're fired. Just kidding. You're the best. Sorry, we love you. Just kidding. JK. I'm fired. All right, here we go. The question is, how did you guys approach the voice dubs for other languages beside English? They say, I'm Brazilian and I love the voices and would love to know how it happened.
I don't know. Somebody else really handles that.
Yeah, that's like, maybe that's one of our producers, Laffy, works with an agency. I don't know who the agency is, or maybe somebody I'm sure we worked with before, and we have kind of, I'm sure they have a set of actors that are like their go-to, right? Kind of like most talent agencies, I'm sure we have, you know, like those full, what do you call it? You know, it's like the full package deal that you go with an agency that has people on retainer that are legit, and they, you know, we like, because we did actually a cool TikTok, I think shout outs to, I think it was like Jason and Parker, some other people. They put together the, you know, the Marauder sequence where the Marauder comes through the teleporter and gives you those voice lines, and it was in all the different languages, and it's rad. I gotta say, I'm partial to the Japanese, not just because of my gamer name, but also because when I asked the community manager from Japan, she said he is one of the voice actors that was like in the original Hatuno Ken, like the Fist of the North Star, and I was like, well, no wonder. It might have even been, I think it was Rao, and I was like, Jesus, that's like one of the most iconic, badass voices of all time. That's the Marauder in Doom Eternal, so boom. Boom.
That is awesome.
It's pretty rad. Good question, though. Really good question. Let's see.
That was for Mayo.
Auto Shoddy Boys. Let's go. It's the gang. Auto Shoddy Gang is out here now. We out here. Maybe you understand this question better than I do. I'm going to ask it. Red AOE. I guess the area of effect. Why is there button for shoot grenade and swap grenade? I'm sorry. And they said swamp grenade. I think they mean swap grenade. Instead of shoot frag and shoot ice bomb. Do you understand that question?
No.
Neither do I. All right, next.
I wanted to see chat's reaction to me deleting that Marauder.
I see you half day _ Fist of the North Star is the best. Yeah, that was the one that started it all for me. That was the first anime that I saw when I was a kid that my brother had on some friend's VHS, and I was like, holy shit. That was violent and badass.
That's right. Okay, good. Thank you. That was decent. That's all I get is decent. It was decent. That was
Wow.
good.
Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd
It is
tonight.
tough crowd. I love when I read the comments like, he's not even good at his own game. What are you talking about?
You're sitting here witnessing what is probably the
Might be the
miracle of
greatest
Gen X.
performance in
Exactly.
FPS ever.
History. Like, I don't know if you're old enough to know who Dennis Fong is, Thresh. Like, Thresh is watching this right now and going like, I'm just gonna drive the Ferrari to Hugo's house and drop it off there because this guy is the best.
That's
Period.
it.
Full stop. You've got John Cena right now. He's like, I think 316 belonged to me. I guess it's Hugo's now. Shit. I don't even just take it. I don't want it.
Exactly.
Schwarzenegger's going to become the governor again just to give it back. He's going through that much effort. He's going to governate himself just to let Hugo have California as well. So, a lot of things in motion right now to just basically show off the fact that this is the premier gaming FPS right here. You're watching the stream, so welcome.
How the fuck do I get it? I think I.
Yeah. You can meet hooked up there. Oh, you're trying to get to the secret? But you already have the, isn't that the one that's just the, God, what do we call them in this? In DLC, the upgrades that there's 3 of and you get to choose. You already have the best one. You've got the Blood Punch, low health one, right?
Yeah, I'd like to get all of them. I'm just this secret. I think I broke it.
I don't think you did. I think I've done exactly the same shit you're doing right now, and I've been like, that's it, I broke it. I'm a fool. But you didn't. You didn't break it at all. It is. Use the monkey bar to go to the secret room at the big doors. Use the monkey bar to go to the secret at the big doors. That's from Mars on YouTube. Agent 47 says they just broke this just beat this a few days ago. Chat's gonna help us out here. Go to the big doors, they're saying. All right. Look at the map. Wow. They're telling us how to play our game. Would you look at that? What do you mean look at the map? Only people that don't know where they are. Look at the map. We know what we're doing. We know exactly where we are. There we go. All right, so we're here. Yep.
We should have had a super tentacle come out right there.
That would have been sick. And just block you?
Yeah.
All right, so there's that.
Okay.
Maybe pop up with the map real quick, just for shits. Where are we trying to get? We're trying to get to that over there, the secret encounter. Left, purple goo. Other monkey bar. Turn around. Climb the wall. There's so many instructions being thrown at us, Hugo. They're yelling at us. All right, I think we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. This is it. No. Oh, yeah. I thought we were going down the wrong thing. But wait, turn around. Wasn't that the secret encounter on the other side of that thing? Can you get back up there? I think you might have to go back and do exactly what you just did again. That's why I was yelling at you now. All right, while you do that, I'm going to pull up another fantastic question coming from Swan Song, who's pulling them out of chat tonight. So thank you again, Swan. Ooh, okay. This one's coming from Broad1194. Question for Hugo. Would you ever make a space racing game? I remember you did mention you were a fan of F-Zero GX, and you do make a lot of car analogies.
Love to.
Question.
That would be...
That'd be super fun, right?
Oh my god. The most fun.
So that's on your bucket list now. You gotta have bucket list, man. It's important. Okay. Just the Baron now, unless there's any fodder left. You still have 16 seconds. Oh yeah, there is some fodder. Well played. God, with shitloads of time on the clock.
Douche.
Badoosh. Alright, half the Wetland Warrior is ours. It belongs to yes. All right.
And then how the hell do I get out of here?
I think you go back to where now it's actually go through the double doors, right? Or am I making that up? Might be making that up. Okay. Okay. Here's a question coming in hot from our buddy Simplu. Hey Hugo and Josh. I got another question regarding the level design for Doom Eternal, if you can answer, of course. How long would you say some of the levels stayed in the blockout phase for playtesting encounters? Did each of the levels go through multiple major revisions before you guys finally settled on the design you were satisfied with?
Yeah, we start with the mission design doc, and that kind of spells out the big beats of the level and kind of like the theme of the level and just broad strokes, you know, like of coordinating, like where am I going, what am I doing, and why am I doing it. We try to emphasize like the events of the level, whether it's Mars core and blowing up Mars or Necroval and going to the city of the damned and, you know, all that good stuff. And then they start iterating, blocking out the level designer does. And you always got to be open to pivoting, you know, like, because you know, some things they sound good on paper but they don't actually work out too well in practice. So this area is something that I know the fans have said, oh, bring back the possessed Baron. So that's the problem, is he's not actually going in the Hell Knight. Okay, we got to fix that because he didn't go in the Hell Knight.
No, he didn't. Did he go anywhere? Where is he going? Is he up top? Yeah, he's up top. He's in an imp.
That's
Look at that imp. That imp is so aggro. Yeah, if he's in the Hell Knight, that's a good challenge because that's a pressure unit, right?
But it's an introductory challenge. That was the point of this. He shouldn't be going into the imp, so that's something we could fix.
Damn, that turret was doing work for a second there. All right, might be time for maybe. No, you have decent ammo still. Oh, rut rail. That cue ball. Oh! Before you get that chainsaw out. Okay, he did go into Hell Knight. See, we're good. Got there eventually.
Oh, I didn't have a chainsaw, Pip. So stupid.
Oh,
no,
shit.
yeah, so he's supposed to go into a Hell Knight, so we'll get that fixed.
Nice. So you were saying, yeah, so the levels go through all kinds of iterations because of...
But I mean, it's important though that, like, oh my God, you begin with a plan and you try to stick to the plan. I mean, that's the problem, is like in any creative endeavor, it's very tempting to constantly change your mind. Jesus Christ.
You're not meant to hit that just yet. All right, now. There you go. Nice.
You know, you don't want to be sitting there like changing your mind. That goes for anything. Like, you could just get lost in iteration. So like, you gotta have a plan. You gotta try to stick to it. You know, and that's the whole trick. Man, I can't believe he's going in that guy.
That imp is just the target now. Yeah. Cue ball him. Nice. I actually really dig how you guys use cue balls really sparingly versus 2016. But it's really fun when they pop up because they're rare in Eternal.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna run out of juice.
You know what? Let him transfer. Look who it's going into. Oh shit! All right, fine. This spirit's gonna legit just. Who's he trying to go into now? Was there another fodder? There must have been behind you, huh? Okay. I thought for a second he was just like transferring into like an part of the environment. I was like, shit, he's going into the ground. The whole ground's a spirit.
Do I have a BFG shot around here?
Pop open your map real quick. I don't think so. No. Oh wait, up there. Yeah. In the next tier. Good memory. We were just one step away. Shit, those tentacles down there were trying to whack you. You do have a pip now. There we go. Somebody says Bane, and YouTube says possessed turret win. Jesus God, that would be interesting. Yeah. Oof, man, didn't even get a shot off. Love to see a Cyber Mankey fall without putting that noxious hazards down. Love to see it. So this arena has so much freedom in space, which is why the other one's so sweaty, is because you don't have this amount of like, look how much verticality there is in this map, how many different layers of like planes you can be on. There's monkey bars, there's effing jump pads. Those jump pads again don't have any kind of, you know, cooldown on them, so you can just keep riding them. This arena is fun as hell because even though this arena ends up throwing some pretty crazy shit at you, you really can get away at any time and kind of just play the monkey bar game. Stay in the air, go twinkle toes on them. I don't know why, but it always cracks me up. I love the animations of like how fodder, like it's like a cat where they're like about to make a big jump and they kind of get real low and then they throw themselves up out of the surface. It always cracks me up. Animations in this game are just absolutely next level. They're nuts, dude. You gotta imagine too, even though the animation team has a lot of work in this game because all of the glory kills, there's so many of them and there's so many different enemy types compared to 2016, but like, man, they put so much, you guys put so much character into animations in this game. Like, the animation team, like,
they're monsters.
They really are. It's just incredible.
We always say it, like, we don't want an army of developers, we want a group of Navy SEALs. And we really do. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
I mean, they're everybody's really committed. That's the coolest thing. Like, they're very, like, they take, I think the essential ingredient, why are you not locking on?
You can't, do you have lock on right now or did you have remote detonate? Maybe you didn't have enough ammo? Are you out of rockets? I didn't see. Well, now we're not going to be, so we're going to be good. You were saying the dedication, sorry, of this Navy SEAL team.
Oh my God!
The fodder took it. No. Nice. There's a BFG shot waiting for you there too. Nice. All right, spirits out. Oh shit. Health is low. Oh shit. Nice. Oh, I thought you had a really good skirt there. I thought you were doing the nice. Shit, was that a fodder? That was a fodder though. That melee fodder, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was stupid.
They did their job though. That fodder was like, if I can just throw this arm at the Slayer at the right time, it's gonna be GG's.
That was stupid. Stupid.
But you were saying, Navy SEALs, animation team, commitment. That Mancubus is like, yeah, finish the story. Go ahead.
Yeah. He's like, what's up? I have guns. I'm gonna shoot you now.
It's like, cool story, bro. Woof. What the hell did that damage behind us? Oh, it was the Baron. Nice meat hook right there. That is the most, like, one of the most fun things about Eternal is it's always one of those things you can always constantly, while you're playing, minute by minute, analyze yourself and be like, shit, I need to meat hook more. Or, oh yeah, I need to use more frags. Or, I'm not using my ice bombs every time they come up, and I forget to burn. It's like, that's the most fun thing though, is you can keep, like, turning those screws and just, like, tightening up different parts of your game and just reminding yourself until you become an absolute spreadsheet of just, like, efficiency. Where you're just full enjoyment mode.
And we wanted that, you know, like that level of engagement. That's why I think what we're seeing with the community, both with the master levels, mods, DLCs, people really reaching and honestly going beyond just the depth of the mode.
Yeah.
You know, showing really what it's capable of. I think you feel like a badass.
Yeah.
When you are playing it that way.
Yeah.
The best compliment that I read of the game was they said in Doom 2016, the higher the difficulty you played on, the more it pushed you into the exploits and you used less of the kit, like in order to succeed. You know, you found yourself kind of relying more on, you know, Gauss and. Jesus Christ, that was so stupid. Gauss and
Revy's
and
throwing
mastered
those things.
super shotgun. But like, so the higher up you went in difficulty, the less you used, and because it would put you at risk, and you didn't have to, and then
Yeah.
you kind of steer into like the exploits of the Gauss and stuff like that. But in Eternal, you know, the higher up difficulty you play, you know, the more of the kit you have to use more of the kit.
Yeah. You have to expand every single part of what your arsenal
You do.
has. Yeah.
Like if you're gonna, you know, beat this, you got to use everything, dude.
Yeah. And that's the most fun thing is the fact that like everything is constantly changing because the speed is so fast. Not only are demons fast, but like you've got double dash, you've got meat hook, you've got jump pads. You're in that spot right now where yep. Got some ammo back. Maybe you could use a little more though. Chainsaw time? You have a pip, yeah, and you got a flame belch ready. But yeah, it's like in 2016 too, I feel like there's just the fights are more fixed, like you said, the meta's more fixed at a high level, and it becomes like the spreadsheet just doesn't have a lot of pages or a lot of flow to it. It's just like cells 1 through 4 as fast as possible. Whereas this is like there's so much, even with just the mods, like I mean, we're having a full-on like turf war in chat the entire stream about whether it's automati or sticky bomb gangs. It's like the fact that there's that much potential division or controversy within a single weapon we're talking about, because there's just so much creativity of how you can play and the situations, like how you best every single situation. And it's fun to watch. See that auto shot, he just absolutely tore that Revy up. Revy's trying to throw hands, there's no hands left. Yowzers. Yowzers, folks. Nice work. Oh, it's probably my favorite for that tier 3 fodder. The self hand cannon, just Mega Man yourself. Love to see it. All right. We got to get through this arena, and then I'm going to ask some more questiones. It's too sweaty in this arena to start popping up high-level emotional questions that are going to get us feeling and thinking things. It's time for the ripping and also the tearing. So let's get her done. Rakatron off the board, but wait, there's one more. Oh, there's the spirit version. Gotta go. Oh shit, the other one can see us. Nice, nice, nice. I love this arena too because there's so many, like, you're doing such a good job of staying behind cover and sticking and moving in that way where like you're not this target, because those spirit or Rakatrons, you can't just pop off there.
Oh, God.
Nice work, nice work. Maybe blood punch? Don't even need it, we're good. Alright, we're looking good, we're looking good, we're looking good. It's not a bad stack, but I love how committed you are to popping their energy shields off by using the plasma. I see a lot of people skirt and not do that, but honestly, it makes me feel happy every time I see that happen. It just looks, it's just the right tool for the right job. Oh god, really good chainsaw, saved life there. Oh shit, he's on the same level as us now that our Actitron. Spirited one is getting a little too happy. Alright, yeah, let's take this other one out for sure. Can't have two. Alright, there we go. I like that too. That's a good instinct to try to... I honestly chainsaw them more than I should because I really should switch. Alright, you got the ammo for this too, I think, when you switch to plasma. Maybe a blood punch if you need to mix it in there. Oh shit! Oh, I knew it was gonna happen! I did too. That's why I was hoping it was gonna be blood punch the fodder and then ghost bust, you know, just straight microwave beam. But you know what? For a second, I thought you were gonna dance behind the spirit and just like do the mamba and just.
It attached to the other thing.
Is that what happened? Oh shit.
Yeah, like I went to do the guy and it attached.
That spirit though. Yeah, we haven't even seen
Oh.
the arch file on that. We know. We know.
No, it attacked. I went to fry him and it put it on the dude behind him.
Ew. Whoopsies.
So stupid.
But you know what? Busted makes you feel good. You just got to keep trying it. I like that. I like getting a Cyber Mancubus with no Noxious Hazard coming out. Is that the Baron behind us? No, it's just a bunch of damn imps. And they were accurate in the beginning there. Alright, Mankey. Look at Mankey with the ups. Some Air Mancubus right there. Whoa. Not enough HP to push forward, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Because we're just going to reset. We just got to reset. This is affirmative dismissal. You just go,
That pissed me off. I had that friggin'
deleted. Yeah, don't even let that make you jump. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Let's do all the Mankeys right now. Ooh, shit, that fire blocked that thing. I did not see that coming. Sir Andis says, "Hey Josh, I went out and named my microwave the Divinity Machine. Do you support the statement?" Yes. Yes, we do. That is a powerful microwave. Every single kernel of popcorn is exactly in the perfect arrangement.
I feel like I should do more double
Fibonacci.
lock-ons, right?
Yeah, 100%, especially on Barons, because they're just such a big, juicy target and they're ready for it. Plus, it's one of those things where it's like, just burn that rocket ammo, get rid of it. Because then you know when you start switching to PB and you do Ballista Super Shotgun, like, you know when you drain all that, you go to chain gun, and then you're like, all right, we need to do chainsaw now. And by that time, you'll definitely have more ammo, even if you just used a pit. That's usually just like a good kind of like time meter. Time meter? I guess it's a timer. I was going to call it a barometer too, but I'm just using words now. Just saying stuff. Stuff and things. All right. Up close rocket, Hugo Martin, absolute special. And I love it. Big Gen X energy. Hot dog in the hallway with the rocket launcher. Remote detonate or not, doesn't matter. We're going to get rid of anything in the way. Revy had a little pause there in the game for a second, but otherwise we're running smooth, looking good. Yeah, we're looking good. Dip. Little dip there for a sec. Gonna ignore that. Uh-oh. Okay. Non-spirited version. Very nice. Get rid of them. Alright, one Arachitron gone. There's two more, right? One possessed, one not. I think there's 3 total. Get gone. See you later. Yeah, the other one's up there. Chainsaw? Oh, yes please! Yes please! Love ending a big jump with the chainsaw, especially on Energy Shield Soldier. Love it so much. Wow, that Arachitron's hitting fadeaways like Pippin. Just hitting them. More like Gary Payton, let's be honest. I mean, Pippin can do it all too, but I would maybe say, who do you think had the best fadeaway? I mean, Jordan had the best everything. Why are we even having this conversation? But outside of Jordan, I'm trying to think who has the best fadeaway. Chat will tell me, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. First try. That's what we're doing. Yes, sir. Yeah, lock on spam possessed. Always a good play. Kobe or Dirk? Yeah. I think Faustus, I think you're 1000% right. Yeah, Kobe's fadeaway was absolute dream come true territory. Or nightmare if you're not on the Lakers. And Dirk Nowitzki, I mean, that lanky dude has some shot. Oh, okay. Straight up going into the arch file. Oh my god. Delete it. Alright, it's Doom Hunter time. It's time to get this done. Do we have a... You just used the ice bomb recently, right? I can't remember. Oh shit. Very nice blood punch. Very nice blood punch.
Oh god! Ah!
There's two. There's two X Files.
I forgot that there's two.
Woo! Let's go.
I forgot.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oh man, that's funny. Why does everybody say F? What is F?
So F in chat is from which Call of Duty is it? Chat. It's one of the campaign stories from a Call of Duty where I can't remember what character it is getting buried. It's like a funeral, and it's like you have to press F to continue to like the funeral scene. So it's like F in chat is like respect, right? Did I get that right? Advanced Warfare. Okay, yeah, that's the call. What year was Advanced Warfare, guys? Was that like 2018? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what year that was. Advanced Warfare was the one that had like a little bit of parkour, right? It was like some jetpack shit. I can't remember. I just remember those dudes running on walls. Kind of like some Titanfall reaction. 2013? Are you serious? 2014? Wow, that was a long time ago. Shit, I thought it was more recent than that, but I guess you're right. There's been a lot of Call of Duties. Goddamn. Yep, 2013. Wow, okay. That's where F's in chat comes from. It's paying respects. And that's what they're doing, Hugo. When you die, they're giving you the F's. That is the full show of respect. Honor and all. Man, it's Revy party down here. Ruh-roh! Oh, going Arbalest? Okay. I ain't mad at it. Full ammo recharge. Uh-oh. Look who came out to play. Arachnotron. Leave it for later.
We shouldn't have done that full auto!
I think it was just the post full auto where you were like, I'm gonna push forward and see what else this not dead.
I thought I could take him out. No.
Okay, Advanced Warfare is 2014. Copy that.
No hate on the full auto. I should have.
Oh, that's right. It had Kevin Spacey. That's what Toki Ward Toothy says. I see what you did there with that name. Feels like yesterday. Yeah. It's alright. You just
oh my god!
Just showing some different animations of what it looks like to drop the super shotgun. You can just shout outs to the animation team, just showing off, no big deal. Oh shit, for a second I thought that ice bomb was too shallow to hit that cyber Mickey, and I was like, well, let's just restart. No, we're good. You got some Barons behind you, I can hear them loading up. Very nice. Ooh, punch to the head. Love the burn. Something satisfying about burning a thing that's already on fire, just doubling it down. It's like, oh, you like being hot? How you like this? Got a nice Pippa chainsaw. Just taking care of Barons right now is all that's really going down here. He scooted out of there. That that fodder knew that you were coming. Still got a decent amount of ammo here too. Time to take out Revies. 3 at least. Is there 3 or is there 4? Maybe there's 4. 1, 2, 3. Is there one down there? I think there's 4. Oh shit. Getting a little dicey. Might need to get some fodder. Oh, nice. Okay. Or just straight for the Revies. Love this use of meat hook just to get higher. Oh. Perfect placement of that med kit. Somebody gets a raise. Somebody gets an absolute raise. Another med kit up there. That person's about to get a raise when we pick it up. I know it's too hard to keep all of this in mind because there's so many levels and so many encounters, but do you remember who did the gameplay, like all the demon placement in Blood Swamp, Hugo?
Combined effort, it was James Sellin, and Jason O'Connell did a pass at the end. James Sellin did a chunk of the setup.
Nice.
I think Adam Badeau did some work. Oh, fuck you.
He
You know
went
what?
behind that wall. He was like, nah. Just throwing a BFG out there. Just. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're about to be out of ammo, though. Shit.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. He's going to go in the friggin' archvile.
Is that
no, he's
real?
in an imp.
Oh, he's in an imp. All right, leave that imp there
Thank
for a second.
God.
You need to get some resources. I like how you're like out of the dough, and then we just throw the F-bomb out because we have to, because guess what? We ran out of ammo when we were trying to microwave that archvile. I mean archvile, that arachnotron. We're shooting an archvile now. All right, one archvile's off the board. We still got another one. Should we leave the Doom Hunter? Should we take care of the imp? Are we just leaving the imp on the board? What are we doing? Okay, you have the fuel now, by the way. You're good. There you go. Oof, God, that was a really good use of that that jump pad actually, because we would have been toast literally on the ground. Where the hell? Oh, there he is. There's the spirited imp. Look at him, living his best life. So glowy, so blue. Oh shit!
Oh,
Better
God.
get going. Better
God,
get
I'm
going.
going to fucking die.
Yeah, you need a chainsaw. And maybe get a flame in the way there. Not only with just the meat hook, but with a little, yeah. Okay. A little something. Okay, we're going for this. I like it. You need to keep moving. Okay. Nice. Got the verticality going. Chainsaw time, maybe? Do you have it? You do. Okay, all right. This is it. Big stack. Looking good. There is a BFG ammo if you want it. It's behind you. It's to the right.
I think I'm in it.
You can do without?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
Where's the fodder? Mother and father, please. Where's the fodder? Okay.
Oh, but I just ate a friggin' projectile.
I saw that. Yes. The stack is real. All right, you have all the bombs now, I think. You got 2 frags and this. Oh, yeah, it's time to get the blood punch. Get that Doom Hunter off. Doom Hunter's deleted. Not even in this world anymore. So it's just taking out some fodder now, including that one. Oh, shit. It's like he heard us. All right, you just taking out... Okay. Your health is really low. Thank you. Yes, leave no options. No mercy. Cobra Kai, well played. Let's get some F's in chat. Come on. Or
Dude,
at least
I
some
almost
GGs.
died at the end. I almost died.
Woo! Strike first, everybody.
I totally almost died. That was so close.
Yep, GGs and Fs. Let's goes. Respect. It's being thrown off in chat at an amazing rate right now. It's hard to even read. Rosario Funari says, "Good job, Dad."
Thanks, yo.
Complete the shield.
Almost.
Thanks for the shield, bud.
Somebody said only. Who is this? Oh, Bloodshot. Shout out to Bloodshot. Said almost all. Oh my God. Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. That's true.
Oh, I should have picked up the.
VFG ammo?
Yeah, totally.
No, you don't need it. You got this. All right. I think it's all super shotgun, PB, and ballista on the eyeballs. I think ignore the fodder. Just use them as exactly like you're doing for either chainsaw or for meat hook. Everything else is optional. If they're getting in your way, just freeze them. Leave them there. Because they're not the boss. These are the cubes is the bosses. It's cube time. It's time to get square. It's hip to be square. Here we go. Open eye, shut box. Sunrise, sunset. All right, a couple more shots. Maybe just this sequence. Nice. One little punch away. Everybody dies. Looking good. Where? Yeah, I was hearing the same thing. All right, we got 2 now. Okay. Love the meat hook right there. If you don't even want to mess with those energy shoulders, you can always just give them a little chainsaw. You know, if you feel feeling frisky. Oh shit, we got a pinky out too. Just be wary. You can always freeze them in place too if you need to. Perfect. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Oh, plus a BP? Why not? Give one to everybody. Oh, I like that little stun. That little air stun. Oh shit, it's getting risky. It's getting risky and tasty. You better use that meat. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Running the spreadsheet. We're back. Focus on the box. Let's get the box out. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. A little bit off. We got the next one. Love that use. Here we go. Here we go. GG's easy. Well played, sir. Well played. Let's hear it in chat. Let's effing hear it. Poggers for days. GG's easy.
Right.
This is all about, yeah, a little punch to the jaw. That's all it took.
All right.
That's how you do it. Did we go fishing, Hugo Martin, in the Blood Swamps? Did we do it? Did we fish?
We did. We went.
What'd we catch?
God, those are some butt clenching experiences right there. That's what I love about the game, you know, honestly, and what the entire team worked so hard on. Everything about this experience was meant to just like always keep it really engaging, even on, you know, I've played this a million times, even on Nightmare still, like I get, you know what I mean, all those sweaty moments.
Yeah.
Same kind of, I think you get the same kind of buzz out of Doom Eternal as you do out of a multiplayer, you know?
Totally. That's like my biggest thing of why I love it so much is because, you know, when you play multiplayer, it's that thing that you're putting yourself out there, and that means that you need to be sharp as nails, and it's hard to you know, steel sharpens steel, but when you're not feeling steel, it's so nice to be able to have something you could jump into and not just warm up, but actually sharpen it. And you can jump into Eternal and get that full-on experience like you're playing other people, but not be like, ah, shit, I'm not at my best today, I lost. Who cares? The demons aren't going to tell tales. You know what I mean? Like, you're good. Your secret's safe. You can just get better and, you know, improve. And you know what? If you die, you just hit spacebar. You don't have to sit there and wait to get respawned or jump out of a bus or some shit. You know what I mean?
How about our cinematics? They're awesome.
They really are. Look at these set pieces. Like, where the F are we? And did you ever think we were going to go here in a Doom game? So rad.
I hoped we would.
Yeah.
Like, if the 2016, you know, well received, and the opportunity to like show what heaven and hell would be like in a modern Doom game, explore that, do something different, you know. I don't know. It's been just a total joy to be able to like flesh out these worlds.
I mean, because think about that, right? Like 4 years ago, you had, like, let's just talk about scale for a second. You had, you know, you go into, like, you know, Necrovol, like you go into hell for the first time. You see the giant Titan skull, and you're like, holy shit. I am a badass Doomslayer, but I am this big, and that skull is this big, and this Cyber Demon is this big. And then you have an effing Titan that's alive with one eye pick your ass up and bring you to like this crazy otherworldly place. Like in 4 years, you guys went like times 100 scale. It's insane, man.
He's you know, he's trying to avoid going through the transfiguration, and he knows that the Father will be able to help him. So, but not anymore. You know, now he's
He'll take physical form if you do
there's
this.
nothing to stop him from going through that. The Slayer will challenge the Dark Lord. The two primevals meet. That part of hell was like a safe space. You know, like the cave in Dagobah where Luke sees Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. It's like that one piece of hell back when hell had first began, and Devoth was first forming, you know, these different worlds, and where he created the Makers. That's a remnant of that place. So that's one part where they could still go to, and that's why when Samuel says, "I will meet you there," he can't go into hell, but he could go into the Ingmar Sanctum, because
Like,
that's like yeah, slice. And also part of what the Ingmar Sanctum, if you look at the Codex entry that shows what Jakad, the world of hell, what would eventually become hell, what that world looked like, it looked like the Ingmar Sanctum. So you're seeing a remnant of what Devoth's world looked like in the beginning. So little lore there for the nerds who are all into that stuff. And that's it. We done good.
yeah, we did done good there.
I did all right. See, chat, how'd we do? What are they saying?
Let's hear it. They're saying very cool lore. Thank you. They're saying awesome. GG. They're saying yeah, boy. I'm seeing a lot of positive reinforcement here in chat. Shout outs to Cynic the Original, who's just coming in saying, I caught the end. Make one of our favorite makers of videos and influencers of Doom on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check out their channel for sure, because Cynic's a legend.
Outstanding work. I'm gonna switch away to the.
Let's do it. Let me come here.
How-
Boom.
How's my scrring?
Screen's great. You were great.
Okay, good.
You can switch away to anything you need to now. We're just us guys.
I mentioned this in the stream that we had with Midnight. Is that we're gonna put together that lore book that we talked about to kind of fill out the lore Bible, the Bible of the Doom universe for you guys. TBD on how and where. You know, I think it's just something that our team could do for you guys, but because we want to try to like provide you with as much context as we can while still retaining some of the mystery of the world. Like, I don't think you want us to go into like metachlorian level of detail and strip out all the mystery, but there are, questions that we'd like to answer. Like, yes, we thought about like what happened between Doom 2016 and Eternal, the relationship between Devoth and Doom Guy, and the fact that they basically are like Doom Guy is Superman and Devoth is like Bizarro Superman, although he was the first primeval. So like, and yeah, the little bit of lore that I just gave you there of what the Ingmar Sanctum is, that is a remnant of what Jakad Hell used to look like before it became Hell.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the story of Devoth, he's really kind of a fallen, a tragic figure, like I think he is the Darth Vader to your Luke. He went to the dark side, but he was a warrior and essentially was put there to protect his world. And that's what he did. I mean,
Right.
And the things that he created betrayed him. But Doom Guy does the same thing, but he is the ultimate badass. I mean, I think that he is the one true Jedi, and he kicks the shit out of Devoth as he should,
and kind of like you were saying,
stands alone as the only warrior, the alpha of the Doom universe.
And kind of like you were saying, I think on the interview with Midnight, some people were sad, Midnight included, of course. Shout outs to Midnight. That at the end, there could be an interpretation for the end of the Ancient Gods Part 2 when the Slayer is put in the sarcophagus that he died. But Hugo, what the hell are we talking about? You can't kill the Slayer. And you had mentioned the really important part, which is the fact that the mission was to save Earth. The mission is over, right?
And he did that. And his role, the mysterious voice, which again is not retconning chat. What about my stream says that I would make that shit up? If I wanted it to be the Dark Lord at Chip, it would have said Dark Lord. It was mysterious voice. The mysterious voice is the question that is out there is there's something beyond Devoth. Like, yes, he created the makers, he created these worlds, but who created him? It says he passed through the void in the fiction. It says only a primeval could destroy primeval or something stronger. Obviously, there's a relationship there between Devoth and the Dark Lord, Devoth and Doom Guy. But who made Doom Guy? Devoth was the first primeval, but like, then why did someone make Doom Guy? What does that mean? Who's pulling the strings beyond all this? TBD, we have to have more stories to tell. So I can't sit here and go into all of it, and obviously we want to be able to provide you with a good, solid answer that's fleshed out for you guys. But there is something greater, beyond Devoth, but know that he was built as the protector of that world, and that's exactly what Doom Guy is.
Right. So here's a question for you. This is coming from our good friend Moonfire Madeir, otherwise known as Zeus54. If you don't already follow him on Twitter, what are you doing? I'm not going to say all of. Look, we have a ton of great fan artists out there, but Jesus Christ, like the volume of incredible fan art coming out of Zeus as a single person is just absolutely bananas. So Moonfire Madeir, right? Moonfire says, question for Hugo. If you had more time, would Malygog have played a role in this fight, or was the plan always to just just have the boxes. Love it still, regardless.
If you have more time, if it's a full game with a 4-year, 3-year dev cycle, sure. Like, I think I'd love to fight a Titan in a mech. Like I'd love to fight a Titan as Doomslayer.
Yeah.
Like, there these what we could do with meat hook traversals. Like there's different things.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shit. During a
to
boss
be
fight with something huge, you mean?
yeah, totally. Like so we just have to see. I mean, again, there's
Damn.
the Doom universe rolls on. Again, there is someone must have made Devoth, and who is that thing, that entity? They got the makers going through the transfiguration, which basically there's an aspect of cosmic horror and Cthulhu that I think come on, man, that's got to be a part. We're talking hell here.
Yeah.
Cthulhu and hell, those things go well together. So I think sure, having more time, absolutely would have loved to have done more with Malagog. But ultimately, Malagog's job was to bring you to the Ingmar Sanctum. Only those who complete the trial were able to ascend to the Ingmar Sanctum. Those deemed worthy through combat, proven worthy through those 2 combat trials at the end of the Blood Swamps. What that is, from a fictional standpoint, is that those warriors are warriors who fell trying to go see and ascend to the Ingmar Sanctum to see the gods, the ancient gods. And when they give you their shield, those are basically like fallen warriors assisting you in your journey. And one thing we were going to have was a bunch of fallen soldiers on spikes and, lying around the arena to show you like how many people died trying to complete this mission. And that's in the codex. But ultimately that shit has to get the hell out of your way, because you guys know that in Doom Eternal, nothing is more annoying than getting stuck on things.
On
so
Geo and things, sure.
that's
sure,
it.
Sure.
So we talked about it, but it was just like, we can't have that shit all over the arena.
Yeah, because if you did that like Dark Souls 3, like Abyss Walker's Artorias thing, you're just like, oh shit, I'm closing on that. Oh damn, that spear's in my way, and you're like, I can't even move. What is this thing?
So that's but that's the fiction. Is that's why they're handing you the shield, is because so many warriors have died trying to ascend to the Ingmar Sanctum, obviously to go speak to the gods and do whatever it is. I love the idea. Also, chat, notice that there are many soul spheres up there, and that ultimately becomes the Doomslayer's final resting place, because that is where the gods rest. That is where the gods sleep. So what is that? What does that dropping mean? The lore nuggets.
What's that all mean?
That's where they put him.
That's really,
that's right.
We haven't said that on any stream. I like that a lot. That's good.
That's what I always thought was, what the Ingmar Sanctum is where the gods rest. And that's ultimately where Doom Guy rests, And if you look at the fiction on Reclaimed Earth, that is, they speak of him like he is a god. Devoth is a godlike figure in hell, Jakad, obviously. So there's lots of meaning here in all of this stuff. But really, for those that just focus on gameplay, it just means the Doom Guy is the ultimate badass. That's all that matters.
But I will ask one more lore question, because I got one hot and ready. So this is from Half Day. Lore question for you guys. Okay. At the bridge to the entrance of the World Spear, there are several swords planted in the ground. Whose swords are they, and what is the significance of them? Kind of like what we were just talking about before, right? As far as the...
Say that again.
Yeah, so the question was basically when you get to, at the end of the World Spear in DLC 2, the bridge rises up out of the water, and there's all of those swords stuck into the ground. The question is who do those swords belong to, and what's the significance?
Warriors who, again, tried to make the passage to go see the Wraiths. That's a whole nother bit of fiction. Again, the mystery of like who and what is Doom Guy. Is he a god? What is a primeval? Who makes primevals? Not saying specifically what it is. Got to have something for future stories, but obviously piece it together. Everything tries to have meaning. If there's a loophole, I apologize, but we do our best. But
Never.
So those swords represent warriors who tried to make passage to the Wraiths. The Wraiths are the gods of that world. But then we see that crystal is not a crystal at all.
No.
It is a ship. So we see thousands of wraiths that lie sleeping. They've undisturbed.
Yeah.
So they came there when the ship almost cryogenically, in stasis. Some of them get out, and the few that do get out, empower the entire world of Argentinor. And if you read the lore on that, the wraith magic is incredible. And those are the first gods of Argentinor. The Sentinels and the Argentinorians, they lose their way when they stop worshiping the wraiths. They worship them like gods. To me, they're like unicorns. They're like these special rare creatures like dragons in the world.
Yeah.
You get to see where they all come from, and you see that there's thousands, hundreds of thousands more in those little pods. And yeah, it's all worked out, sort of.
Can I talk about, like, I love that sequence is amazing, like in the world spear, like where the bridge rises up out of the water, and like, the question just was, there's the spears and stuff there, and the swords in the ground, and like, even though that doesn't happen until Imora, where you have kind of like the laser eyes, I totally was waiting for that Wolfgang, I almost called him Wolfgang Puck. He's not a chef. Well, he is a chef, but a film. Wolfgang Peterson, who did Never-Ending Story, with that sequence where you have the two statues with the laser eyes, and there's just like death below them, because like to pass through there is like this ultimate challenge. It totally gave me that vibe, and I was like, if lasers start shooting out of this shit, I'm gonna lose it. But luckily, the Slayer just walks coolly across because it's a Slayer, right?
Well, because the father said, he is worthy to pass through. There's an interesting aspect that, like, the father's respect that he has for Doomguy's power, which I think is cool. Not unlike, because he, how much does the father know what Doomguy is? It is interesting to me. And then, but when I say unicorns, I see chat saying unicorns. I simply mean like rare and powerful creatures, not like actual, just, they're similar to like unicorns in that they're like rare and they emit energy and they are all powerful.
So interesting. So unicorn is rare and powerful, and we have a Doomicorn. It all actually makes perfect sense. Now, why are we even talking about this? You already know. There
you go.
That makes perfect sense. All right. Well, should we do one last question before we go, you think? All right, let's hit it. Let's see. Okay, here's the last question.
I love the idea that like Doomguy stands supreme. Like there's for a brief moment there's like his counterpart, but like he is the ultimate badass, which I think is so cool.
It really is. All right, last question. I think, is this still, I don't know if this is still from Half Day. Okay, here it is anyway. Question for Josh and Hugo. Have you guys played other advanced FPS games like Titanfall or Ghost Runner, and what did you think of them?
By the way, somebody just quoted Legend, "The unicorn must die tonight."
Oh,
and
such a good reference.
That is Miraculous 666. You, sir, ma'am, Mrs. Whoever.
Mrs. Sir, Master.
The nerd credit score there. I love the crew it did. They make fun of me that I like Legend so much. So there's like a poster. Yeah, there's a poster in id of Legend, which Cameron Kirby got it, and he did it to troll me.
Dude.
And yes.
Okay, Tim Curry's Devil is so sick. It's so good. And like Tom Cruise busted teeth, full fantasy. I mean, there is some crazy fantasy shit in that, but that movie is bad to the bone. It's still badass. I'm sorry, that movie holds up. I'll stand behind you on that one.
Totally. It's completely amazing.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Oh, Jesus, right. Have we ever played other advanced FPS games like Titanfall or Ghost Runner, and what did we think about them?
Love them. Come on. Like Respawn, stellar. Amazing team. Haven't had a chance to play. I want to play Ultra Kill really bad, and Ghost Runner is both
Ghost Runner's
on
fun.
my But I played through all of Titanfall 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Played the single player, played the multiplayer, loved it. I think the feel of their combat is spectacular, and
they know what they're doing.
Really amazing studio. Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, getting back to getting into game dev, a lot of those guys on Respawn started out doing Quake mods. So it's one of those things, again, it's like use the tools around you to not only get your chops, but just to like get your feet wet and just have fun and play around with stuff and figure out how it works. And then lo and behold, that many years later, look at Respawn now. Apex is incredible. The Titanfall games were incredible. Jedi Fallen Order was like such a fun third-person game, such a different kind of game, right?
Love that game.
Yeah.
I love that game. It was one of my favorite games that year.
Yeah, super good.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, well, Hugo, is it that time? Is it that time where we just we pause until a week from now and then we just do it all over again? Is that what we're doing?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm going to work on double lock-ons. I don't do that enough. I'm going to start doing that more. Just to delete. It's a really good way to delete Arch files, so I think I'm going to do a little bit more of that. And we're shooting a little bit of BFG these days, just a little.
I mean, honestly, I don't. If there's such a thing as
do it.
If there's such a thing as tasteful BFG, I think that's what we're doing. Can we say that?
We're doing tasteful BFG.
Yeah.
We got to. I don't have my paddles on. Give me a break. I got to do something.
Exactly.
So like but yeah, I still. I think I'm better than AZ Ops. I didn't want to say anything, but I think SMVR and AZ Ops
Get good.
They got to get better.
Okay.
Do
better.
That's how they got to do better.
Okay.
And
It's a challenge. It's good. We got to keep them challenged.
That's it. Otherwise, it's just I'm gonna have to talk to the Spicy Demons. I'm not sure we're gonna allow them to continue to be on there if they don't step it up.
I see. There's a bar and they have to raise to it and they have to surpass it and they have to prove that. Okay.
Yeah.
The gauntlet has been okay.
I want to actually. I'd love to. The SMV. By the way, big shout out to those guys. Like that guy's amazing. You know, like they're both like the console slayers on battle mode
Are
that
nuts.
Shit is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, when we've only done 2 Friday night fights for console. We did one for PlayStation, we did one for Xbox, but like AZ Ops, Buffy, all these guys, like the only sometimes way I knew that we were not just on, keyboard and mouse is every now and then I'd be like, the resolution, these recordings are maybe not that PC level where y'all are like on ultra crazy settings, but like you cannot tell from the gameplay because it is nuts.
Well, I mean, part of I will say to chat, like if you want to get real good, like good, and you want to, beat, the tag 1s and 2s on night, you got to increase your sensitivity. Like you got to, like it's base sensitivity,
especially the X-axis, right? Especially X.
Oh yeah. Well, I would continue to keep like a little bit of a 5-point swing between one of the axes. Yeah, but I would jack it up, and honestly, I'm at 75 now, 75 and 67 or whatever, and 68 I think, and like I could go higher. When I was at peak battle mode, I mean everybody knows I was the best.
Not a question. Everyone that's just they open up the book and they're like, there it is. He was the best.
Right. But I was creeping up to 90, like because it's gotta be jacked. Like if you want to have that like Twitch, to like push it as far as you possibly can, and all of the best. But I mean that's true of like any multiplayer, right? I mean when you look at, you play Warzone enough, like little by little, you're jacking that shit up.
Because all of a sudden it's just not. You need, because you get so used to snapping to targets that you're like, if I could just if I could just snap a little bit faster, and you just keep pushing that bar just a little bit, right?
I pushed Warzone as far as I could push it, just because like you gotta, like you slow down the ADS, but you gotta jack up the sensitivity.
It's
if
also,
you want to.
It's a good practice too to just like when you mess with your settings and you get a little less comfortable, it makes you play harder and sweatier. It's like the first time you fight a boss, like you're on your effing toes, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's always good to play with your settings and not just be comfortable with like what works. You know what I mean? That's always a good way to level up for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So anyway, good looking out, guys. Thanks for joining us, and that was fun. Let's do it again next week. Same time, same id time, same id channel. I said id. I think I should say Bethesda. Same Bethesda.
I mean, same thing. But if they want to hit the site where we're on, they got to type in Bethesda. But id Bethesda, we're all in the same mind space, so it's good.
Yes,
exactly. The Holt is next week, and that is the last final chapter with a sweaty boss fight because that shit is real. That boss fight
That's
is real.
that is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to practice.
Maybe.
That on Nightmare is gonna be fucking
It's
crazy.
not easy. You better have a plan for that third phase.
I've never beaten it. I've never beaten it without the paddles on, so I don't know
You're
if
about to.
It's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna. Well, everybody, thank you, Hugo Martin, game director of Doom Eternal, so much for being with us here tonight. Peace, brother. And everybody out there, we love you guys. Keep making videos. Keep tagging us on everything. We want to see everything. We want to know everything. Keep the bugs coming. Send them to me on Discord. Hit me up. We'll get them in. We'll get them all fixed. And just keep being good to each other and hanging out and having fun. And until next week, we'll see y'all then. Laters.
See you guys later.